Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Señoras y señores, live! It's time!
It is time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's time for your favorite show and your best boys on the entire planet. My name is Chris. This is Scott. We are your hosts for the Action Lab, the premier sports and entertainment talk show on the internet. And we are watching what is a game? A football game?
A football game is occurring. And now we have old friend alert for you, Chris. Good old Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy. Yeah.
Coming in.
Teddy. Teddy Bridgewater.
Let's go. Let's get excited. What can happen? You know? I mean, they're down. It's a trap. 31-7.
Yeah.
Now you got it's a trap. Teddy Bridgewater coming in. Is Baker? I mean, he's obviously hurt, but like, what was he hurt with? Shoulder.
Yeah, something. And so we came into this game thinking, oh, the Rams have a pretty good shot at winning this game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We kind of talked about it on Wednesday. Like, you know, Baker isn't exactly the best, prime time. He's kind of that Kirk Cousins kind of style thing going where he's like not as good as you would think. And that's kind of how this first half played out. Then he got hurt. Now we got Teddy. Now the Rams are up 31-7 with 12:40 left in this third quarter. And it is not pretty. We might be getting to our recaps early tonight, Scotty.
Yeah, early bedtime for us. No. I wish this game was better, but yikes.
I mean, unless Teddy comes in and just starts going crazy. I mean, is there a world where Teddy can make a comeback in this game? I mean,
he's had two impressive handoffs thus far.
So you're telling me
maybe
there's a chance.
Where's Rec? He's been silent all day. Rec decided not to join us because of their. No, he did say he might be out tonight on Wednesday. But maybe he knew the Steelers were going to lose in the fashion they did, and he was avoiding us, dodging us.
Yeah, he just couldn't take it. And to his credit, he does usually, anytime they lose, get more people viewing his articles. So maybe he just put extra effort into his articles tonight. So maybe that's something you could go find out at some point. But right now,
isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? You get more views when your team loses than when they win.
It's kind of crazy. No one cares when you win. It's only when you lose.
And I bet Rec loves writing articles when they lose.
Wow.
I think part of Rec wants them to lose so he can write an article about why they lost.
1,000%.
AKA coaching, obviously, number one every week.
Every single time. It's just like he gets I think he gets his fix every single time they lose. He gets something, a bit of excitement. So he can write about his boy Tomlin. He can write about what is wrong with this team.
They're no longer division leaders.
Yeah.
No longer. All of a sudden, the Ravens win 5 straight. And the Ravens haven't even looked good doing it. But they've played garbage teams, and they've won 5 straight. And they're 6-5 now. And I guess based off some tiebreaker that I'm not aware of what the tiebreaker is with them right now because they haven't played each other, I don't believe. So 2 games left with them, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with those poor Steelers, but it feels like they will not make the postseason this year. At least you don't have the disappointment of a postseason game that you get blown out in.
I mean, I called.
We'll just save that for the Broncos.
Well,
hey yo,
I wouldn't. Everyone's saying, hey, we gotta apologize to the Broncos. They actually, have a decent resume. Looking at some of the wins that they have, and looking at a good Houston team they beat, good Houston defense, I should say. They played well against.
They injured the starting quarterback during the game and were losing prior to that. But go on.
Davis Mills is 3-0. Daddy Longneck.
Yeah, but it's different when you have at least you can prepare to play a game and you're not coming in mid-game off the cuff. That's very different. And no, even in that, Davis Mills is not good. Let's not get it twisted. But they have won 3 straight. No, nobody's anyone who's apologizing to the Broncos doesn't need to, and they're gonna look stupid later. Listen, I think the Broncos are a good team, but they're not. They're right there with 7 other teams in the AFC is good but not great.
I mean, you got to see a team today that the Colts that everyone was thinking was gonna.
Colts are a great team.
Are the Colts as good as everyone says they are, Scotty, after today's game?
Absolutely. They're a phenomenal team. Just ran into a juggernaut today. Oh, no, Teddy. Oh, Teddy!
Teddy just scrambling for his life.
Look at that. Love to see
it. Teddy channeling his inner Michael Vick, It was much slower, though. Much slower version. You want to know who was slow? I saw at one point today during the Packers game, Jordan Love scramble and run towards the sideline. Nobody around. Scotty, I think you could have ran faster than Jordan Love ran to the sideline.
I don't know why we're calling shots on me right now. Why get me involved in this?
I mean, I know your top speed isn't exactly...
It's not great. And it takes me a long time to build up to it.
Well, I tell you what, Jordan Love looked like he was moving. I thought I was watching a slow motion replay. It was live. It was the actual speed, real time. I was like, damn, Jordan Love is slow as shit. He's not.
He's playing JJ McCarthy. He was like, I don't need to exert that much energy.
It's because you're 40.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
I'm 40.
Yeah. Let me race Rodgers and we'll see what happens. He'll beat me, but it's fine.
Speaking of the shits, JJ McCarthy.
that dude might just be really bad.
He just might not.
He
actually
might be awful. I'm not I'm not ready to bury him, give him another even season or whatever. But right now, he's not good at football.
Yeah.
He's not good at throwing the football, which seems important for the position he plays.
It's kind of a requirement, I would think. But he's struggling quite a bit.
Now, keep in mind, Bryce Young was kind of and I'm not saying Bryce Young's made it, but Bryce Young certainly made strides and looks like a guy that any given week can make plays. And he was the number 1 overall pick, and he looked like garbage for the first year and a half. They benched him even. It was that bad. So, I'm not saying it can't happen, but
it's not.
It's bad right now. Man, could they use Sam Darnold?
Teddy throwing to nowhere. I mean, Teddy's kind of led a decent drive here.
Chairman, he'll be okay. He's a rookie. I know that's your boy. I know that's your Michigan boy. So we'll see. But he's got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. And frankly, he wasn't asked to do a ton at Michigan. That was a run-first, dominating offensive line offense that he played in with a really good defense. Not that he didn't make some throws, but he has the ability to make throws. But I don't know if he knows defenses. I don't know if he knows progression. I mean, he's got a great wide receiving core to work with between Jettas and Addison, and you got Hawkinson. Like you got weapons at your disposal, and it's big yikes right now, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a interesting day in the NFL too. We're gonna get to all these games, recap them all, but like the afternoon games were kind of crazy in the sense that, well, between the Cowboys,
morning games were pretty nuts too.
I mean, there was some interesting. Yeah, I mean, all day. I think there was. I mean, you had the Arizona game that was pretty interesting. You had You got some overtime games today. I mean, it was.
Did we have 4 overtime games? I believe.
I believe so. Today? Yeah, yeah. It was. Teddy
trip up.
Yep, that wasn't ideal for the Buccaneers there. So yeah, stall out. They'll be settling for looks like a field goal here coming up. But yeah, it was 4 overtime games. Overall, it was a crazy week today. And we'll get into some of those details of each of those games, some of the takeaways, probably sooner than you think, because this game doesn't look like it's going to be super competitive, especially with Teddy Bridgewater coming in this game for an injured Baker Mayfield. Not that he was doing much in the first place.
He threw 41 yards in the first half, so I don't know what he was doing either.
Yeah.
And a pick six, although the pick six was not on him. That was on K-Dot, to be fair. But the Rams are absolutely dominating this game, and the Bucs look like they know they're in the NFC South, and you don't have to be good to maybe make the playoffs. I don't know.
We also had Shedeur, our boy Shedeur, getting a dub for the Cleveland Browns in a historic win for him. I mean,
yeah,
he's
first QB of the last 17 to make their first start with the Cleveland Browns and get a win.
It was,
which is insane that stat exists. Ironically, that's only in the last 3 years. No, I'm just kidding. But.
Yeah, Dion was on hand for that one. That was crazy. But Shedeur, did you see any of his post game comments?
Mm-mm.
Man, the dude is a cartoon, man. he was just...
What did he do? What did he say?
Oh, he's up here saying he's like, man, imagine what a full off season looks like. I only got 1 practice under my belt, and he's like in the camera, like, hey, I mean, I'm gonna get a full season under my belt, and then what's gonna happen? He
said that.
Here, you could probably hear this. Y'all didn't hear that on the chat, but I think Scott, you heard that, right?
I heard that.
He's pretty confident.
I get what he's saying. And listen, Shedeur throws a great deep ball. He's great at a deep ball. That's probably his best trait, and he can sling it a little bit. Still, the pocket presence is lacking, and there were some bad decisions. There was a bad pick. He had, but they got a dub against the Raiders.
Matt Stafford taking over here on this drive, almost getting a first down on that last throw. I don't know. We have a bingo board. I have no idea if it's realistic or not. I think some of our bingo board seems like it's pretty. We got LA Rams -7.5. That seems. Can I mark that X now?
That feels pretty good.
Feels good,
Chris.
A touchdown,
1+ TD in each quarter. We haven't had one yet in this quarter, but I think we're on. I think the first half had a touchdown in each quarter.
Yep,
I have to imagine with 31 points put up. 2+ fourth quarter TDs does not look good.
Nope.
I think. Oh man, there's the tackling. I mean, the Bucs defense is just bad, and their offense isn't clicking now. The Bucs are a bad football team right now.
We do.
Rams are really good. Rams are the best team in the NFC right now. I think that's Not overly
It's
debatable.
pretty safe to say.
Right now, what happens in the postseason? But they're usually a good playoff team, and they have maybe the best coach in the NFL. Sean McVay's great. I want Sean McVay, and I have Andy Reid, and I'd like Sean McVay.
You're like, can we swap? I'll take
Andy Reid. I'll get to that, but like, dude, how many times can you just see man to man? You're like, oh, let's run a crossing routes, shallow crossers. That's like what they run every fucking play. I'm like, you can't do it every play. I'm fine doing that sometimes. But you can't do it every play and think it's going to work.
Yeah. I was watching that game kind of in and out. I was watching it on Red Zone, and then I was switching over during certain aspects of the game. So I was curious on what was going to come of that one, and it felt painful watching the offense at times for the Kansas City Chiefs. I was like, man.
Well, and they had 500 yards of offense today. So it wasn't like, that's good. They outgained them 2-1. It was like 500 to 250 in the game. But it was a struggle at times. It was ugly at times. They had a battle for yards. They dominated the football game, but like it didn't matter because they couldn't get in the end zone, and they couldn't. I don't know. There's problems still there. So like, big win, huge win for them, but work to be done. But across the league, like again, you never know. We'll get into that, Dallas. Speaking of Red Zone, I didn't watch Red Zone in the early period because I was watching the Chiefs. Watching the afternoon. They kept going to the Cleveland Las Vegas game.
Non-stop. Non-stop they were on that game.
This game is over. Can we go to the games that actually have something at stake and aren't the fucking Browns and Raiders? Like, what are we doing?
A couple 2-8 teams that the game is basically over by the third quarter. And it was just like, why? What are we doing? I know there's not that. The Cardinals game was good. Yeah, they ended up switching out. You had to go to the Fox broadcast for the rest of the Eagles and Cowboys game to finish that one out.
Which that always happens when there's only one game on and it's on TV for people. Like once there's only one game left, Red Zone, I think it's contractually has to stop their coverage. That's always happened. So that is fine. But like, they were hardly showing that Cowboys Eagles game. That was like a crazy game. Shout out to the Eagles blowing a 21-0 lead.
The Cowboys did not look good early in that game, and they had opportunities too. They choked them away. They found every way to dig themselves a hole.
CeeDee Lamb, when he plays the Cowboys, plays the Eagles, apparently doesn't remember how to catch the ball. He had week 1, he had drops that cost him that game. He had a ton of drops today, but the Cowboys found a way, and now I was texting my buddies that are Cowboys fans. I'm like, this Thursday will be fun with the Cowboys Chiefs. I'm like, this is probably the first Thanksgiving game the Cowboys have had in forever where most of America will be cheering for the Cowboys.
It's except for any team in the NFC East.
Sure. NFC East fans won't, but everyone else, even NFC, like other NFC fans, will be like, yeah, let's watch the Chiefs lose.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Anybody outside, yeah, it's not even close. CD pissed me off today, says SCJ. Yeah, he was not good.
Dude couldn't catch the ball. I don't know what was up with that, but Thursday will be fun. Both coming off big wins, so that makes that game more intriguing. And it'll be the most watched game in the last. Like, I really think it'll be records, Chris. Like, it's going to be, even though these teams aren't record-wise that good. The Chiefs are now 6-5, and the Cowboys are 5-1, and it'll still be. It's Thanksgiving, and it's the two biggest. They're the most watched teams in the NFL when they play these days. So, like, them playing each other, it's going to be massive viewership. Massive.
It's going to be, yeah, for sure, the most watched of the day. And that's not even debatable.
Of the season, Chris. And I would go as the most watched game of the last 10 years at least.
Like regular season game.
Correct.
Yeah.
Regular season.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be cinema. Man, I tell you what though, I'm scrolling around through Twitter while we're watching this game, and literally, maybe this is why it was Browns Raiders. All I'm seeing is Shador. That's all I'm seeing.
That might be your obsession with Shador, and that your feed feeds into what you want to see, Chris.
The feed feeds.
Clearly, you want Shador stuff.
I don't know. It's not like I'm going out of my way to see Shador in my X feed, but it's there.
He was a buff. He was, you love Shador Sanders. I would love to see Shador Sanders succeed. I don't know if it's going to happen. In like good start today, good win, all those things, but like also the Raiders were absolutely awful in that game, so that helps a lot.
Let's see. I don't know. I'm trying to look at. Did Baker throw an interception before he got knocked out of the game? He did.
He threw a pick six.
Yeah,
he threw 2 picks.
Yeah, 2 picks. So.
I didn't see the other one. The pick 6 though was literally in Cade Otton's hands, and he like bobbled it 4 times, and then it got picked off because of that. Like that was not on Baker. The pick 6 was not on Baker. But we have a defensive special teams touchdown because it was pick 6, and we do have a. Is that one of the bingo things like Baker INT?
Baker INT. Yep, got that off the board. Second half race to 10. We are still scoreless in the second half. So no team has put points on the board since
7 plus. I'm pretty sure Devontae had a long touchdown in the first half. That might have been more than 37.
Devontae's long is 24.
Oh, just kidding.
24. He's got 52 on the night. So
yep. And there's a 31 from Puka Nacua, but that's not 34, Chris.
Nope. So
or 37 or whatever it is here.
We got some work to do. I don't know if there's been a trick play. Chad, has there been a trick play? We have a young sack, defensive sack. Let's see. I don't think I've seen anything. Byron Young. Nope, no sacks for him. So.
Who?
Byron Young.
Who's Byron Young?
I don't know. He was the number 1 odds on to get a sack.
And that's bad by me, but I don't know who that is.
I was looking at like who's the best chance to get a sack in this game, and he was the best odds.
When you said Young, I'm like, is like Chase Young on one of these teams, and I don't know it. That's the only Young I could think about. Byron Young. Okay. I mean, there's only been 2 sacks in this game, 1 by each team.
Chris, are you a Buffaloes fan? I mean, I follow the Colorado Buffaloes. We don't have a team really to cheer for in college football, because none of our teams have ever been relevant. So,
well, not never been relevant.
I mean, in a long time, I should say. I mean, obviously, the CU had their heyday when they. In the 90s, and they were back in the day, but they haven't done anything since.
They had a Heisman winner last year. I bet you were watching them then, Chris.
Yeah, a little bit. But even still, even with a Heisman, it's not like they had a chance to do anything in bowl game or anything like a big time.
If they're playing in a bowl game, it's already a problem. If you're not in the college football playoff, it's. What are we doing?
Exactly.
Exactly. A coach, I think it was the Clemson coach, was called out. He's like, we put so much pressure on it. Like, if you don't make the college football playoff, it's a bad season. I'm like, kind of.
Yeah.
Especially depending on the program you're at. Maybe not Colorado, but like, you're at Clemson. Yeah, it's a bad season. Now that there's 16 in it, right? Like, if you're not a top 16 team and you're Clemson, that's a failure of a year.
I mean, yeah, CSU used to be crazy back in the day.
Yeah, and they're both obviously bad. CU actually fought. I didn't watch the game, but fought hard against Arizona State team that's pretty good last night. But The only play I saw after the fact was they handed the ball off to a wide receiver that's never caught a ball, I believe, or anything, not even a running back, and they handed it off and he fumbled the ball. Like without being touched, he fumbled the ball. And that was like the difference in the game. So pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. College football. I mean, listen, once the college football playoff starts, that'll be great. My Ducks got a win yesterday, so that was good against USC. They're pretty much locked into the college football playoff. I don't even know if they have a tough game remaining, so that's good. Who do they have left?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep tabs on like the college football playoff, but like I haven't really been like super engaged in college football this year. I'm like trying to get into it. I probably will here towards the end as we're like lining up those. Ooh, nice catch by Devontae.
And his coaches were trying to tell him to get up and keep going, which he might have not been down. It was, I don't know if that was, I don't know who that penalty, I guess that was on. It was a hold, so it'll come back. Yeah, like the problem with college football is like who are the big names? I feel like in college football you need big name players to draw like the casuals, right? Like the casual fans that like I'll tune in, but there's not. I mean, there's no quarterback that you're like, oh, that's must see TV. I mean, the front runner for the Heisman might be Jeremiah Love, who's a great running back for Notre Dame, phenomenal player, and will go high in the draft. But like, there's just not enough name recognition in college football, in my opinion.
The Rams look good, man. I'm watching Matt Stafford get this ball out. Like he's getting pressure up the middle.
That was a screen pass, Chris. It
Well,
was a design screen.
Well, no, I know, but like, I mean,
it was a good play.
Great play. I mean,
but the Bucs need to be ready for that. Frankly, the Bucs defense has to be better.
I mean,
but a good call, and they clearly knew it was going to be an opening.
Stafford having an MVP caliber season this year, like he's just going out. The Rams defense is looking good. I mean, Stafford slinging it, man. There's another one to Devontae. Flag on the play. 59 seconds left in the third quarter here. If they score again, we'll probably just end up going to our recaps and just get going on our recaps because at that point, there's not really too much.
I mean, it's already over. But get a holding call to set them back, and they easily get a first down. And you cheated, and they still got a first down. So, the Bucs defense, I've said all along, is bad. They're bad. The Bucs defense is one of the worst in football, in my opinion. And then the offense hasn't been there today, and you face a good team like the Rams, and the Rams are taking care of business.
JK in the chat. What's up, JK?
Woo.
Klep.
Everything looks easy.
Rex not in the house today. What's up, Flaming Hot Butt Cheeks? What's up, Flaming Hot? The college rankings are all corrupt. Defense has horrible tackling for the most part.
Who's better, Prime Marino or Prime Mahomes? And I know you were asking Rec, but like I don't know, maybe the one with 3 Super Bowl MVPs.
I mean,
maybe that guy. Although I will say, Mahomes threw for 350 yards today, and I felt like he played bad.
Yeah,
actually, I'm certain he played poorly.
Yeah,
and they still threw for 350.
Stafford plus Tay plus Puka plus McVay equals goated. I mean,
they're gonna be tough. I mean, they should be the favorite to win the Super Bowl right now.
I mean, if I look at
should be.
let me look at the odds right now. I think I would be shocked if they weren't either. I mean, they gotta be, if they're not number 1, at least number 2. But like, let's take a look here.
Who's in front of them though? Nobody can be in front of them.
Current odds for Super Bowl.
I'm gonna look too.
Actually, they are the favorites currently. The LA Rams plus 450. Philadelphia
4.
Eagles plus 600 are second in line. And then Kansas City is
who's third, Chris?
Kansas
City
is third. And then Indy is fourth. Seattle seems a little low here at 12-1. Right behind Indy. And then
on mine, Seattle's 4 at 10-1. Indy's 11-1. Packers 12-1. Lions 12-1. Actually, there's like
Baltimore's 12.
I have 5 teams at 12-1.
I have
Packers, Lions, Broncos, Bills, and Ravens, and then the Patriots are 13-1. And then it goes way down. Bucs, Niners, Chargers. Plus 4,000, plus 5,000, things like that.
Yeah. I have 4 12-1s, and it's Seattle, Detroit, Baltimore, and Buffalo. And Denver's 13-1, so they're way down on the list. Even the bye week was not good to them in Vegas odds. They just kept falling. And then Patriots 15-1.
They were the same. They didn't go anywhere.
They were at 11-1 last week. After the Chiefs,
that was just off of the Chiefs win, overinflating that win.
Yeah, they were up there. And then this week kind of changed those landscapes a little bit. But New England got a win today, and they have them at 15-1 here, at least according to FanDuel Sportsbook. So that just shows you how many people believe in New England, given they keep winning games. But what's the strength of those wins? You know what I'm saying? Like, Vegas knows. We know. We've been telling you guys.
I mean, I watch the Chiefs every week, and it's like, in one sense, wild that they're the third favorite right now. But in another sense, I'm like, if they make the playoffs in the AFC, they could easily. I know they'll probably be on the road for all 3 games, but they could easily. I mean, 2 years ago, they won a Super Bowl going on the road at Buffalo and Baltimore, and got wins. So, the AFC, I mean, the Rams have separated, and then the AFC is kind of just who's going to get hot in the playoffs? Who's going to play well? But you got to make the playoffs, and the Chiefs have definitely not made the playoffs this juncture. They got a lot of work to do just to do that.
I mean, yeah, as far as the playoffs go,
playoffs?
To make the playoffs, Chiefs are minus 240 to make the playoffs right now. So,
I mean, their schedule is ridiculous. I'm like, and they do have the Raiders and Titans later on. And I'm like, finally, a couple games that should be a break. But they go to this Thursday, they're playing the Cowboys, like we talked about.
3.5 point favorites on the road.
Is that what it is? I didn't even see that yet.
Yep. 3.5 point favorites in Dallas.
So at Dallas, home against Houston, which
Houston's defense is
that game's a Sunday night game, and it's gonna be a disgusting football game. Both offenses are just gonna struggle a lot.
It's gonna be. I'll take the under and whatever the line is on that game.
Literally, they have a 6-week stretch going back to the last 3 weeks: Bills, Broncos, Colts, Cowboys, Texans, Chargers, and then you have Titans, Broncos, Raiders to close the season. And that doesn't include I know the Lions, Jaguars, Ravens, Eagles, Chargers before. I looking at their schedule, I'm trying to figure out. Let me just look. 1, 2, 3. They've played 3 teams with a losing record at this juncture. Which, it is what it is. That's your schedule. And they got to start winning football games. Nothing more than that. But this game's awesome. 3rd and 7 in field goal range, but it's almost like they might just go for it. But it also doesn't. Oh no! Oh, didn't catch that on the. Stafford's throwing dots. Stafford looks good. He looks comfortable.
I mean,
he's got weapons like he's never had before. The O-line's playing well. Everything's clicking for the Rams right now. That probably should have been caught. Maybe he thought it was going to get tipped. But
yeah. So field goal unit out here for the Rams. And the field goal is up and in. Nailed it. 52-yard field goal for the Rams puts the game at 34-7 with 13:35 left. This game is over. In the chat, what's the Thanksgiving lineup? So we
got good games.
Yeah,
the first two are
Green Bay at Detroit for game 1. That early on in the day, which I mean that's going to be a fun one. I mean Detroit looks weird, man. Detroit looks weird. They won today.
They squeaked out a win against a bad football team today.
They didn't look good.
I will say, maybe my favorite, not even maybe, my favorite play of the season thus far was by the Giants today. Did you see that?
Was it the Jameis? Was it Jameis? And he just absolutely turned into like Calvin Johnson all of a sudden. I was like, dude,
comes up with a grab and then breaks a tackle and strolls in. Like,
dude,
that was my favorite play of the season.
Jameis Winston is everybody's like Superman. He's the best. And I'm glad he got that. I'm so glad. When they were about to tie him up, I was like, no, I can't. And then he broke the tackle. I was like, okay, I'll take it. So yeah, game 1 for Thanksgiving, Green Bay at Detroit. Then you got Kansas City at Dallas, another good one. Then you have the
which you would have thought would have been a great one in the evening, but I don't know if it lacks luster now.
Well, Cincinnati Baltimore is the late game, which most people, after eating all day, after drinking all day, we all know, Scotty, we'll probably fall asleep before that game. Even
never in the last 8 years have not made it through the night game.
And
I fell asleep before.
And
it's just too much.
And I would love for Cincinnati to be competitive in that game. It's a 7.5 point spread in Baltimore.
I would take the Bengals at 7.5 immediately.
That's the line right now.
Ravens are not playing good football right now.
Ravens,
they're winning and not playing well, especially offensively. Their defense is playing way better than it was early on in the year.
Yeah.
But the offense is bad. I mean, Lamar, not good again.
Hey. My Dolphin 69. What's going on, Dolphin? How we doing? Are you a Dolphins fan? Who's your team and where you're from? I'd like to get to know you. Welcome in. Flamingo butt cheeks. Flamingo.
Baltimore against the Jets today at home had 241 yards of offense.
Well, Lamar didn't throw for a touchdown. Derrick Henry had 2 touchdowns, but he did not look good. He did not. It looks like they were struggling to run the ball.
He averaged 3 yards a carry.
It was bad. They were inside the 10-yard line, and it took all their downs, and then their penalty, and then some more downs, and then they finally ran it in. It was damn, I don't even know if he's going to get in.
Baltimore does not look good. The Steelers don't look good, but I think the Steelers still have a shot to win that division because I don't think Baltimore is that good. They're not playing anywhere near the standard of the last few years.
No.
And everyone's like, well, get Lamar back. Lamar threw for $150 today. Tyrod Taylor threw for 220.
220.
And he's,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Ooh. And we'll get into all these games. I think we're already talking about all the games we're going to cover later rather than this game.
Thank you for the follows, Dolphin and Flamingo butt cheeks. Appreciate that love. Dolphin in the chat, is Baker out for the year with that injury? I didn't see the injury.
I think it's his left shoulder, so it's not the throwing shoulder. I didn't see it for sure. Let me see if
I'm looking on Twitter right now to see the
my doctor has anything on it.
I mean,
sure he does.
Yeah. trying to see what I'm not seeing much right now.
He's got a video on it, which I'm not.
Oh, there's
watch, so.
Is there? Is this video? Yeah, this is video. He's in like a sling on the sideline. Is that real? Footage from Baker Mayfield walking out of the tunnel wearing a sling. Not what you want to see. He's like all in street clothes and sweats in a sling on the sideline. That's not good. I mean, the fact that he's on the sideline, I guess that's one thing, but like, yeah, Baker might be out for a while.
What's weird is like I'm watching the play that he got hurt on, or maybe that wasn't the play he got hurt on. The play I'm seeing didn't look bad at all. Like there was nothing there. I don't know. Maybe that's not the play he got.
Is it the one where he threw it and like?
No, they're showing one where he got tackled.
Oh.
But that may not be the one where. Whew. Yikes! And if Baker's out,
I mean that their chances. I think
NFC South. I mean, we got the Panthers playing tomorrow, I believe,
in San Francisco.
Take the lead in the division with a win.
I mean
that might be a division that like you finish. I feel like 9-8 will be good enough in that division to win it.
Yeah, that division's it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Dolphin. I'm a Seahawks fan. I live in Seattle. All right, Seahawks. STG's a Seahawks fan as well. Welcome in. Yeah,
Seahawks screwed us a little bit on the spread today, but still got a dub. So.
Yeah, we got kind of toasted on a couple spreads.
They were up like 20 early in the second half, and like just, oh my gosh, are you seeing that picture of Sean McVay?
Oh yeah.
Ow.
Per Adam Schefter, Chip Kelly is out as offensive coordinator.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the bits, Joe. Yeah, man, they're showing Adam or Sean McVay old school picture here. I'm just like, geez. Come a long way.
It feels fine to fire Chip Kelly. I mean, the offense in Las Vegas has been an abomination. So, but what weapons do they have? They traded their best wide receiver in Jacoby Myers, who's playing pretty well in Jacksonville. Got a touchdown, I believe, today. And Ashton Genty also got hurt today. Like they're going to be awful.
The Raiders are. Oof. The Raiders are. I thought they were bad. I didn't know they were like that bad. Like, I didn't know they were.
They would be better this year. I thought they'd be decent. They're somehow worse than they were a year prior. They're just a disaster.
I mean, even Tennessee being as bad as they are, at least show some sort of life. They've had since they fired their coach. They've had some backdoor covers, and they've made like big play here by the Bucs. But at least they've been showing life late in games. I can't say the same for the Raiders. The Raiders just look awful. Getting to the chat real quick. Steelers are toast. Their schedule's tough. Yeah, he threw his non-throwing shoulder out on a never gonna make it Hail Mary. Is that
How do you hurt your non-throwing shoulder on a Hail Mary? Did he get hit? Like I still haven't seen the play.
I saw the Hail Mary and it like the throw fell way short and I was like, what was that?
That can't be if he didn't get hit, that's not the play he hurt his shoulder on. It was already hurt. Because like you can't hurt your non-throwing shoulder on the Hail Mary where you don't get hit. You can't. That's impossible.
Like cuz he threw it and fell down, but yeah, you can't. If that's what, man, if he got hurt throwing like that, that's kind of crazy. Both
Steelers have a tough schedule. Who do they got? They got Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, Lions, Browns, Ravens. 2 against the Ravens, so that's their season right there. You got to at least split that a minimum. The Bills, who knows what the Bills week to week?
I mean,
what the Bills are going to do.
The Bills.
By the way, speaking of that Bills game,
That last play
Josh.
of the first half, Baker hurt his shoulder when he fell, on his own, after yeeting the ball halfway down the field.
Wow, that
so he hurt his
was
shoulder falling on his own.
like throwing a Hail Mary that only went like.
Why did he fall over? Speaking of injured quarterbacks, I was watching
for the
the
bits.
Thursday night game live. Yeah, thank you for the biddies. And Josh Allen got hit from behind, and actually really impressive that he didn't fumble the football. I don't know if you saw that play, Chris, and he is just writhing in pain. He's like, his whole body is in like a conniption, and then all of a sudden he's fine. He's literally fine. I'm like, what? Are you this? He's not soft because he never gets hurt. I mean, I don't think Josh Allen's. I can't remember Josh Allen ever being hurt ever.
He's getting tip
but
pointers.
It was like a bizarre. It was a bizarre I think there was something with his right hand actually because it got hit again later in the game. He was like moving it and shaking it to get feeling back. But you would have thought, based off his reaction on that hit, that he got decapitated, Chris. And then he was like on the bench. It was a third down play, so they were off the field. And then like they weren't even checking on him. He was just on the bench. He's like, I'm fine. I'm like, you either had the biggest overreaction I've ever seen in my life, or you're not fine. One of the two.
He's newly married to an actress that is maybe giving him some pointers on how to try to sell calls, you know?
The quiet part is like everyone talks about Mahomes. And listen, I think Josh Allen's great, but he sells calls way more than Mahomes does. And that's not debatable. Don't come at me in the chat. That dude flops. He flops. Especially for a dude as big as him. He flops a lot. But like this one was like, I don't know what he was doing. I think he hurt his hand a little bit, but like also that reaction was so over the top based off of him being able to come back in and look fine. Now, by looking fine, their offense looked awful all game, but they got dominated by the Houston defense. I mean, they put up 19, but like I think they had a kick return touchdown in that game. Like they were not good offensively.
I mean, Houston's defense is good. Like they are.
It is good.
They're good.
It is good, but it's not that good.
Also in the chat, Dolphin says, I love Pete Carroll. I met Pete Carroll in 2013, the year we won it all. He needs to hang it up. God bless him. Yeah, Pete's having a rough go. I mean,
for the longest time, he was the oldest coach in the league, and you're like, he looks younger than half the coaches. This year, for whatever reason, he looks old. Maybe it's just because they're awful, but like you see him on the sideline, he looks old now. Now he finally looks his age. And he's like, I think part of him is like, why did I do this? I should retire. I went out. Fire me, Raiders. Pay me the rest of my contract and just fire me.
Just get me the hell out of here. You see him on the sidelines and he looks like he's not having a good time. He's not even chewing his gum the same way he chews his gum.
No, and there's no passion because they're never close in games. It just looks defeated. It looks very defeated.
Houston's defense is elite. Their offense is a shits. And also someone says, Flamin says, Texans have the best D in the league. No contest. It is that good.
It's very good. It's very good. I don't know if it's like, let's not hype it up to be historically good, but it might be the best defense in the league. It's certainly in the mix to say that.
They're interesting. Like there's the different defenses in the league. I mean, Denver's defense is really good, and it's like their focal point is the pass rush, right? Like they get a lot of sacks. The Houston's defense, I mean, they're really good at coverage and like
they also sacked Josh Allen like 8 times.
Well, too, yeah. I mean, they got a ton of sacks in this last game, and like they're really good in the secondary as well. Like that's kind of one of their strengths in Houston, and so like you have these really good defenses. I mean, the Rams defense is really good. I feel like there's a lot of really good defenses this year, and they're all kind of good in different areas. But yeah, there's a lot of good defenses this year.
I mean, I think what makes the Broncos defense really good is they've been phenomenal in the red zone. Like they might allow teams to move the ball, but then once you get in the red zone, they don't give up scores.
Yeah.
That's what makes the Broncos defense really good. At least this far this year. That's what they've been the best in the league at. Texans through all three levels are very good on defense. I said that before the year. I said that last year. I mean, when they made the playoffs last year, it was not the offense. It was the defense that carried that team. And it's doing it now. They've won 3 straight games with Davis Mills at quarterback. So, and it sounds like CJ Stroud will be back, but I'm like, is that good or bad? But it does piss me off when I watch the Bills the last couple weeks and the weeks prior to playing. Like the only week Josh Allen just took the underneath easy throw in the last like 5 weeks was against the Chiefs. The other 4 weeks, Josh Allen has reverted back to old Josh Allen where he's trying to make this incredible play and he makes really dumb decisions where he loses a ton of yards on a sack or he throws picks. So it pisses me off that like, and that's what he should do what he did against the Chiefs where like take the easy option, pick up 6-7 yards. So I didn't actually mean to do 6-7 there, but
6-7.
But like in these other games, especially on Thursday night, like he was trying to take it off, like take the top off. And I agree, Josh Allen needs receivers. I don't disagree with that, but like even I feel bad for Buffalo fans because I think their window might be closing a little bit and they wasted such a good window with nothing to show for it. At all.
Here's the
I mean, he had Stephon Diggs for years, so he had an elite wide receiver, and they put up big stats, but still didn't get the big wins when they needed it most. I'm now seeing.
Here's the Baker. I'm playing it on here. So
how does he hurt his shoulder?
So
how does he hurt his left shoulder?
So yeah,
that's so weird.
So right here, he has it. He throws, yeets it, and then falls. And then goes straight to his shoulder, holding his shoulder after he falls on it on his own. Like
that is the most bizarre injury I've ever seen.
Like, and he didn't even get a lot of juice on the ball. It fell so short. That was the play. So
I mean, I feel like it wasn't even the fall. I think he hurt it before the fall. Like somehow throwing with his right arm hurt his left arm.
I don't know what that was. Yeah, I
because he was clutching that immediately. Where it wasn't the fall. I don't think
Yeah, I don't understand that. That's and Baker's a tough dude. Baker's
I get it. No, I wake up a lot of mornings wondering how I hurt myself in my sleep. So I'm not judging Baker by any means, but like that it's a bizarre injury.
SDG, he was injured a couple plays prior before that as well. Did it separate when he raised his left arm to start the motion? I mean, I don't know. You can hurt any part of your body with literally any motion. That's true. I mean, especially as you get older.
I mean, like I said, I was walking into the grocery store the other day, and I walked pretty slow. And all of a sudden, my groin hurt so bad. And like out of nowhere, I didn't do anything. And I'm like limping around the grocery store, like midday. This is like 1:00 in the afternoon. So everyone, if you go to the grocery store on a like Wednesday at 1, it's all like 80-year-old people there that are looking at me like, is this guy gonna make it? Like they're judging me because I'm limping around after nothing happened. So I don't know why I'm judging Baker.
Joe says you shouldn't be pulling your groin in public. I mean,
I don't know. I didn't do anything. And all of a sudden my groin hurt and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. It's fine now. Well, hopefully it's fine.
I don't know. The recovery period.
Tomorrow,
who knows?
Tomorrow it could hurt again. I could wake up and be like, oh, there it is again.
Who knows, man? Yeah. It's
Sunday Night Football next week. We got a banger.
Broncos commies.
Commanders.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to abbreviate. Yeah, Broncos Commanders. My fault. I should have.
Commies is very different than Commanders.
I think that line opened up at 7.5. Now it's down to 6.5. People taking the Washington Commanders and the points there, which rightfully so. Probably the right move.
They're both coming off a bye.
Both,
obviously.
Yeah, both coming off a bye.
Yeah.
Broncos on the road there. So
is Jaden gonna play? Probably not.
Probably not. I mean, and that's the thing. I feel like if you have Marcus Mariota, I mean, he's playing okay. I mean, he hasn't been like blowing down like.
Oh, I forgot the Jaden Daniels injury. Yeah, he's not playing. I forgot that we've witnessed.
Yeah. No,
his arm going to.
Yeah, no, he's probably.
Oh wow! Did you just see that throw from Teddy?
He just yeeted it underhand. He's just like, screw it. I'm just gonna. That almost got picked. Teddy don't give a F. He doesn't care, man. Teddy don't care. Oh, Teddy. He's just out there just slinging it, man. And with no results to show for it. Fourth down coming up. After this fourth down, when they don't convert this, we're going straight to our recap for the week. So, I mean, we've stayed on this game. There's Baker on the side right there. He's got the earpiece in. He's got his sling. He's yeah. Tampa Bay 6-4 at the top of that division. Not for long if Baker's out for a while.
What happened to Egbuka was like a monster for the first like 4 weeks, and then all of a sudden things didn't go his way after that. So I'm not saying it's all Egbuka's fault at all, but they're punting.
Do you need someone to stretch?
Punting.
Are they punted?
They're punting. I know they're down 27, but like on the opponent's 45.
They punted? Like they just give up? they just wait for the white flag.
Let's get
into the recaps.
They gave up.
Wow.
We should give up on this game.
If they don't have what it takes, if they've given up on this week in football, well, so have we on Sunday Night Football. We've given up on the Bucs. Like, don't give up on that. Go for it. Be a man and go for it. Stop it. That's crazy. Let's see. No wrong. Broncos 10+. Jaden should not come back this season. Teddy has an amazing life story, 30 for 30.
Flaming hot. The problem with the Broncos is they play to the level of their competition. So
they play down to the Raiders, down to the Jets. They play up to the
but I mean, they should have lost the Giants for sure.
And then they play up to some of the better matchups as well.
I mean, they've only beat 2 winning teams, but one of them is the Chiefs, which
I mean, but
you're talking in Denver like it's a historical win. The Chiefs have won 1 road game this year. They're bad on the road. I
mean, they're a leverage call away from the Colts game. They played well against a good Houston defense and got a win against a good Houston. Even though Houston's not a winning team, they still played. I mean, you got to weigh that.
I guess they're 6-5, so they have 3 now.
Why is Stafford still in the game?
I'm not saying Denver's bad, but like they're definitely very beatable.
Yeah.
Any given week because the offense can
sputter. You never know. Week. Yeah, you never know when the offense is just gonna like shit the bed and just it's crazy. Turn the shit off. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
I don't know why Stafford is still in the game. To be honest with you, with 6 minutes left. I mean, he does have injury concerns, and he's not a young spring chicken anymore. So I don't know why I would get him out of the game if it were me.
I don't know why he's in the game, to be honest. Although they're probably just handing it off. So I'd be shocked if they throw the ball again.
Keep close. Thank you for the 34 months. Keep close. He throws a little message in there.
Bo Nix is better than Mahomes. Yeah. Congrats on Quentin Johnson's 0 receptions for 0 yards last week. What a stud.
Let's get to the recaps. Why not? I mean, it's not. We're not getting anywhere here. So let's just do a quick recap of this game already. So they're showing the NFC standings. Buccaneers 6-4 as a division leader for now. Wild cards, the Seahawks
6-5. Let's just call them 6-5 because that's what they are.
The Seahawks
Rams are 9-2.
Yeah. Here, let me just pull this back here. The Seahawks 8-3, Packers 7-3-1, the Niners 7-4, all in the wild card spots for the NFC. So, yeah, there's an opening here for the Carolina Panthers. Believe it or not, yeah, I said that out loud. Like, there's a world where the Carolina Panthers could come away with this division. And actually, if I bring up, let's bring up the division odds for the NFC South. They're locked. No one's they're not showing me odds right now. They're trying to calculate them.
I don't know. Well, because one team's playing live, so they usually don't have it during that. But like at this point, you can just call this an L.
Just chalk up the L. Let's see. All right, let's get to our recaps for the week. All right. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers take the L. The Rams will improve on this.
9-2 Rams.
9-2.
Best team in football right now, no doubt.
By far. Yeah, I think there's not been a single. They have the best quarterback right now playing. I would say across both NFC and AFC. They have a really, really solid defense, and they're one of those teams that only has 2 losses. So of those 9-2 of those 2-team losses, teams with 2 losses, they're by far the best. I think they're better than the Broncos. They're better than the Patriots. Patriots are the only team with 10 wins. And yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of people, even like I said, they're 15-1 to win the Super Bowl at having the best record in the NFL. So yeah, we got some things that kind of still skeptical on some of these top teams in the NFL. But let's go ahead. Let's break down some of these games and talk about all of what we saw in Week 12. Just let's see.
Start out with a banger of the Falcon Saints.
Yeah.
Falcons. 2 bad teams. Falcons get off the 5-game losing streak where I feel like they lost every one of them by like probably 3. But that's what the Falcons do. Get a win against the Saints. Saints look bad. Good for Kirk Cousins. Good old Kirky. Getting in there and getting a W.
SDG.
This game was... No, we're not back on ATL.
ATL Lab. Thank you for the 100 bits, SDG. Thank you. We have a hype train.
Win against the 2-9 Saints or whatever they are is not going to get me back on the ATL Lab.
I mean, we got Kirk Cousins playing today.
Yeah.
You know, old man Kirk came in. Was running things for the Falcons today, given the situation with their quarterback Bijan. By the way, Bijan is still electric,
and Kirk might be there for well, he's there for the rest of the year and maybe more. Penix has to have surgery on an ACL again.
Which I mean, he's got another one.
Yeah, it's only partially torn, but I think it still requires surgery. We're like that dude has had some awful injury history. So I don't know. Not that he was great this year, but like,
no.
Yeah, hate to see it.
But Kirk coming in 16-23, 199 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. But Bijan, 102 scrimmage yards, 70 rushing, 37 receiving. But there was, man, I tell you though, he makes running look like, oh, dude, he's so fun to watch. Bijan his jukes and his little like stutter steps, dude, people fly by him, and it's just a thing of beauty. He's my favorite running back to watch in the NFL, and it's not even close.
Yeah.
So
He's good.
Bijan is good.
He's very good.
Yeah. By the way, Kirk Cousins, we talked about him a little bit. Produced his first game with multiple passing touchdowns since week 9, 2024. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't had a lot going for him, really. It's been kind of rough. And man, the last time he was playing consistently, he was throwing pick after pick after pick, multiple times in games, multiple games in a row. So, I mean, is he on the comeback trail? Old man Kirk? I don't know. I think we have a lot of Kurt in our future as well, but so
and neither of these teams are going anywhere this year. So,
yeah. Well,
not a lot to talk about.
We talked about the NFC South, and they're like,
I guess the Falcons have a chance.
I mean, yeah,
they went out.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
But
shoot, 8 and 9 might win the division. Who knows?
Chat. I want to ask you guys, how many wins will it take to win the NFC South? I want to you throw your numbers in the chat. I want to see what you guys got. Let's see. There's Rec. What's
Rec? Up, Rec?
Rec's in the house. 8 says STG. Cowboys with a comeback. Hey-o. Who's better, James Conner or Bijan? Bijan.
Who asked that question?
That was Klept.
That's insane.
It's Bijan. Let's see. 500th game for Collinsworth. I know he gets hate, but he's definitely one of my all-time favorites, says Chairman.
I don't hate him as much as a lot of people do, so I'm shocked he's done 500 games. I would not have guessed it was that many. Good for him. And he created PFF, which is a blessing and a curse all at once.
Let's see. We got 9 wins. 8 Bucs and Panthers play twice in the last 3 weeks.
And we'll see. I mean, if Baker's out, what does that mean for the Bucs moving forward? I don't know.
Of course, the Chiefs fan loves Collinsworth.
I don't know what part of that had you the takeaway was that I love Chris Collinsworth.
Is it because he glazes Mahomes? Is that like the
I never once said I love Chris Collinsworth. I said I don't hate him as much as everybody else. And now everyone seems to hate Tony Romo. I
don't think Tony Romo's that bad. I mean, people hate on him. I'm like, he's fine. Sometimes he talks a little bit too much. Like, just let it breathe a little bit, Tony. You know, just relax. Like, you know, you don't need to go crazy and talk every second. Just relax. You know?
Relax.
Yeah. So, anyways. I like Tony Romo. He knows his stuff. And I like, Medusa. What's up, Medusa? Let's get to the next game. The Thursday Nighter, which kind of shocked everybody. I mean, the Bills obviously are a team that we have high regard for. They have, you know, a really good quarterback and a really good team, we think. Until we saw them play against a really good Texans team defense on a Tuesday or on a Thursday night, where it was a little bit of a culture shock to see the Buffalo Bills lose 19-23, and that defense dominated in devastating performance. I mean, there were sacks left and right of Josh Allen. He was just struggling to get anything going. It was kind of crazy to watch. Will Anderson tied Mario Williams' Texans record of 6 straight games with a sack for the longest single season streak of games with a sack. Only Texans player with longer sack streak was J.J. Watt with 7 games. Watt won Defensive Player of the Year both those seasons. The Houston Texans defense, we talked about it earlier tonight. It's very, very good top to bottom. And they just held this Buffalo Bills team in check, dropped them to 7-4. Houston Texans 6-5 now on the winning end. And regardless of, I mean, we got a couple teams in the NFL. I would say the Houston Texans, Denver Broncos fall into this category where their offense isn't good, but their defense is winning them games. And this was one of those.
Yeah. We saw Josh Allen, kind of like I talked about earlier, revert to like old Josh Allen, like trying to do too much at times, trying to get too aggressive or go downfield. Now, obviously, he doesn't have weapons, but like still, like take the easy thing, take what's in front of you. Because he didn't. I mean, their 2 touchdowns were like a 50-yard run from James Cook and a touchdown on a kickoff return. Like Josh Allen, after having 6 touchdowns the week before, did nothing in this game. Credit Houston's defense, 8 sacks. That's insane. I do think people are a little bit overreacting to the Texans on this one. I mean, I know they've won 3 straight, but like they beat the Jaguars in the game. They were down a ton and came back and won. And they barely beat the Titans last week in an ugly 16-13 game. So while their defense is good, we'll see. They're at Indy, at KC the next 2 weeks. So
that's tough.
Texans have a tough thing in front of them. We'll see what they can do with that. But big win for them. And like Buffalo looks like they're going to be a wild card team. Like, I mean, New England has a pretty ridiculously easy schedule the whole season, but the remaining part of it as well. Where these 2 teams do play again, Buffalo and New England, but now you're 2 games back. You already lost to New England once, so I don't know who would have the tiebreaker otherwise. But yeah, I like credit the Houston defense. They play phenomenal, and Buffalo just looks.
They look average.
Like the worst version of Buffalo we've seen in quite a few years, in my opinion. And that doesn't mean when you have one of the best quarterbacks in the league like they have, you make the playoffs, things happen. Like he can win you games on his own. But he almost lost the game on his own on Thursday night. He just didn't look good. Short week, maybe it was game plan, who knows what it was, but he didn't look good. But they'll still make the playoffs. I think Buffalo will and be formidable. And Texans 3 straight wins to get back in the mix for the playoffs there.
Yeah. First Bills game this year outside of the Eastern time zone. STG, you know what pisses me off about Buffalo? They like to cancel James Cook out of the game instead of relying on him.
I'll say James Cook. I remember in that game, he had a couple runs, and then they had like a 4th and short. They had a 4th and short where James Cook looked gassed, like he could not play another down. And then they were like, no, you're staying out there. And they barely got the snap off in time. They rushed the play, handed it off to James Cook. He lost like 2 yards on like a 4th and 1. Turned it over on downs. Like James Cook is really good, but like I don't know what it is with players. Like I was watching the Chiefs game today, and Chris Jones was out on the second play of a drive on defense. Like the Chiefs had the ball for a while, and all of a sudden I see after one play, Chris Jones go to the sideline. I'm like, how are you out of the game? How are you? You just did one play.
It's like, come on, man.
Like, why are people so tired now? Let's do some conditioning.
By the way, Davis Mills probably heading back to the bench after this. So, I mean, CJ Stroud expected to return from his 3-game absence. There was a clip. I don't know if there's much to it. There was a celebration. I don't know if you saw this, Scotty. There was a celebration in the Houston Texans locker room where coach was throwing out game balls to different players all through the locker room, and it panned over, and CJ Stroud was just on the side and just like looking. He looked like he lost the game. Like he was not exactly like rah-rahing, excited. It was.
I didn't see a video of it. I saw a picture of him, and I was like, "Well, you take a picture." And he didn't. He just looked. Anytime you can look disinterested in one shot or whatever, but I would also say don't over celebrate. That's the kiss of death. if you're over celebrating a win against the Bills on Thursday Night Football, that's a kiss of death.
Yeah.
Don't get too high. Like, be excited about winning, but don't overdo it, because teams have done that with other teams, and I promise you lose the next like 3 weeks because of it.
Yeah, it's. That might have been one of their Super Bowls, the way they were celebrating in the locker room. But yeah, CJ was not exactly enjoying the festivities as much as his teammates were. Not sure if that's because he wasn't, a focal point of the celebration, but he'll be back, and that'll be the next time we'll see him here next week. By the way, Davis Mills started Thursday's game 1 for 8, was only 3 of 12 before hitting 8 of his next 9 passes before halftime. So he started out slow, got a little bit better as the game went on, but Texans defense, they're good. So Jameis receiving touchdown today was one of the greatest plays. It was the play of the year.
Best play of the year, in my opinion.
Best
and
play.
I would start Jameis over Davis Mills and Mac Jones easy.
Instantly.
He'll do some really dumb things, but he'll make plays that you're like, dude, that guy's just fun.
Sergeant.
And maybe he's just so likable, so that's part of it, but like.
Yeah. They ate buffalo wings on the field. They did eat buffalo. I saw that. They had like a tray of buffalo wings they were handing all the players, and they were all eating buffalo wings after the game. That would.
Oh boy.
I mean, I'm always hungry after, a good workout. Wings always hit the spot, So anyways, Bills drop. Texans get a dub. We're going to
4, 6, and 5. I mean, the Bills aren't, I mean, they should make the playoffs. I'm not like sounding an alarm, but there's a world where they don't somehow. If they keep playing like they did on Thursday night.
Yeah. Let's get to the next one here. Browns and Raiders. And here's the thing. There's not a lot that we should talk about, but everyone is kind of talking about Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur comes in to Las Vegas as a 3.5
code yellow rope.
Yeah, no, go for it. Comes into the Las Vegas game as a 3.5 point underdog on the road and ends up getting a win for the Cleveland Browns. It's crazy to think that I think in the last how many starters that the Cleveland Browns have had over the course of the last foreseeable, past. I don't even know if that's a thing. He is one of the first quarterbacks to win a game. His first game since 1999. 42 says Sergeant. Yeah, there it is. Comes in and gets the win here against the Raiders. Raiders looked like they were on life support half this game. They did not look good whatsoever. It's like they weren't even showing up in this game. And it was pretty concerning. But yeah, it was Myles Garrett, by the way, continuing 3 sacks Sunday. Myles Garrett became the 3rd player since 1982 with at least 17 sacks in their first 11 games. With this performance, he set a new career high for sacks in a season. 18. So he's the dude. He's the dude, and he feasted today. I mean, defensive feasting is part of this Thanksgiving week, I suppose, because all of them are feasting at the moment. Between Houston, you got the Cleveland Browns feasted on the Raiders today. It was just not even a close game today. But yeah, the Raiders, they descend deeper into darkness, which, I mean, that's kind of their thing. So they're right at home. So you like that. If you're a Raiders fan, I guess. I mean, let's go. I guess. I don't know. I think that's just kind of what they do, right? But that being said,
let's fucking go. Let's go.
Yeah.
I guess.
Myles Garrett is daddy. Bless his heart for staying in Cleveland. Well, he stayed in Cleveland and he's getting all the accolades, but they still suck. So he did what he had to do to stay, get his stats. Myles never leading the leagues in sacks. It's crazy. Yeah. So he's He's the sack king right now. Myles Garrett
should win DPOY.
should.
I know they're trash, but he's still the best defensive player in football this year. And Rec, don't come at me in the chat with like TJ Watt nonsense.
Totally.
Well, TJ he passed his brother for more sacks in his career on a sack fumble today.
TJ Watt is not it this year. Yeah. By the way, there was another weird play. I was watching this game for a little bit because it was on every single second of this afternoon's on Red Zone. Did you see the weird play for Jerry Jeudy? That he got caught.
Did not know that dude was there at all.
The awareness of Jerry Jeudy on the play where I don't know what he was doing. He just he saw two guys in front of him, slowed down. I don't know if he was trying to what he was trying to do there, and just gets blasted from behind, fumbles the ball, goes to the ground. Jerry Jeudy definitely had a parlay. I mean, he might have. The way he played that catch, I was like,
I think he just had no idea that guy was there. But that was a great play. If you watching that play live, I could tell Shador looked off guys, knowing exactly who he was going to throw to. Jerry was wide open, but he looked off people, so they were going a different direction, and then threw to him. Jerry didn't finish the play too good. Those guys might have a good connection moving forward because they might be best friends because they seem like similar personalities, Shador and Jerry Jeudy. Just a little about themselves. Let's just put it that way.
Oh yeah, post-game press conference. It was all about how, man, all I need is a full season, full off season. I'll be good. Let's see if I can load this Jerry Jeudy play for you guys, because if you missed it, it was so Shador looks, throws, Jeudy, and then wait. Oh, they just
whoopsies.
Whoops. Yeah, not quite what you're looking for there. Yeah, the slow-mo replay looked even worse. But yeah, Jerry Jeudy. I mean, how do you not know someone's behind you? I guess, I get.
Actually, what's weird is he looks to his left and sees a guy that's not that close to him, so he's not worried. But he did not look to his right or right behind him.
If you look here, he he does this little skip. Do you see the little skip right there? Where I'm like, what was the skip?
He had 3 defenders right there. He was going nowhere, so he probably should have just got out of bounds.
I didn't know what he was doing with the little skip, and then he just gets blasted. Anyways, there's Jerry Jeudy.
But congrats, as we talked about earlier, Shador setting a record, first quarterback for the Browns in the last 17 to make their starting debut and get a dub.
Yeah, it's crazy.
At this point, he's their future. Shador Sanders is it. Let's go.
he's the quarterback.
He's way more interesting than Dylan Gabriel. So let's just play him.
He's
more interesting.
He's a flashy version of Tim Tebow. Because everybody is just from the hype standpoint. Everyone wants to see him.
I thought you meant play wise.
No. Where people have been begging to see him, and they finally see him, and the people in front of it, you can't go back.
They get a dub. You get a dub. You can't
go back. You cannot go back to anybody else on that roster now. You're stuck. What's up, Broncos?
Do they have a Saturday game moving forward? I could see Dion just skipping the CU game and going to Shador's game instead.
Wait, yeah. I don't think they.
I know I'm supposed to coach today, but Shador's playing. I'm gonna go to that instead.
Jerry Jeudy was Chris's boy once. He was, and then we shipped his ass out, and now he's.
Shador should be a two-way player. I don't know what you mean by that. Are you being? Is that a joke?
A two-way,
being serious.
In what way?
because the dude is slow. It's always shocked me when he was at CU, and I enjoyed watching him. But like, I'm like, how are you Deion Sun and this slow?
Almost as slow as
He's not. He's not a safety. He's way too slow to play anywhere else.
Yeah. Let's get to the next one. Your boys. We'll get to your boys here. Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs in one of the marquee matchups of the day, and the Colts take the Chiefs to overtime at Arrowhead and just fall short. This game, the Chiefs felt like it was a struggle early in this game. It didn't look really good for the Chiefs. It was a little bit of a struggle early on, and then you could kind of feel the mood change as the game went on, and you could kind of feel the Chiefs kind of getting back into a little bit of a rhythm. It was the fourth quarter where the Kansas City Chiefs ended up, putting up a shutout in the fourth quarter, ended up getting into overtime, and they end up winning it at overtime. Patrick Mahomes, 352 yards and 1 INT. Daniel Jones, 181 yards, 2 touchdowns. But Jonathan Taylor didn't really have a particularly great day on the ground, 58 yards. They kind of held him in check a little bit, which, for being the best running back in the NFL, to hold him down, that's a pretty big accomplishment. This was the Chiefs' first one-score victory of the season. They won 11 such games last season, guys.
12.
So was it 12? So yeah, so 12 last season. So
12 and 12 specifically, they were 12-0 in one-score games last year. And they were 0-5 this year going into this game, and now they're 1-5 this year. So it's wild.
But the Chiefs locked down defensive late. Like they were really good. They went. Yeah.
Shout out to the defense won this game for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I mean, the offense made some plays, but like the defense, the last 4 drives for the Colts, who came in as the number 1 offense statistically in the NFL, were 3 and outs. 3 in the fourth quarter and 1 in overtime. All 3 and outs. The Chiefs defense, who I've been dogging on a little bit, that I have not been impressed with, I'll give credit where credit's due. They balled out in that second half today and played phenomenal. And frankly, they gave up 20, but one of those was Mahomes' the second offensive play of the game for the Chiefs was a pick that set up the Colts at the 3-yard line of the Chiefs. So I'm not going to discount the defense for giving up a touchdown on a 3-yard drive. But the defense was great today. It felt like finally Spags drew some shit up for a change. Didn't just do the first half. Felt like it was so frustrating because Daniel Jones was just making easy throw after easy throw. I'm like, if you're gonna blitz, then have your corners play aggressive and force them to make a great play. Don't just give them an easy option off the blitz for like a wide open 5-yard throw. Like, it made no sense. Second half much better. I talked about Mahomes threw for 350 and played poor. He did not play well in this game. He missed some throws. He was moving out of the pocket where he didn't need to at times. I did not think Mahomes played well at all today, but massive win, obviously, for the Chiefs. Had to have it, get to 6-5, and now still, right there in the mix in the AFC to make a playoff run. So without this win, that would have been massive. But they were down 11 points in the fourth quarter in this game. It was 20-9. Didn't look good. But Chiefs lose the turnover battle 2-0, still come out with a win. I mean, they dominated. I mean, the yards, like I said earlier, were like 500 to 250. Like, they absolutely dominated the yardage battle, and the time of possession was insane for the Chiefs. But it still never felt that good. Like, it felt like the Chiefs weren't playing well. They had the bad pick at the early on. Kareem Hunt with his first fumble ever as a Chief.
Yep.
When they were in the red zone in the fourth quarter, and that's when I was like, that might be it. Like, We might be done. And then the Chiefs turning on when they had to, made plays when they had to. Should have won in regulation. They had first and goal from like the 2 or 3, I believe, and had to settle for a field goal late to take it to overtime, but then got it done in overtime. So big win now, a Thursday game against the Cowboys, who also are coming off a huge win, and both are battling to be in the mix to make the playoffs. It'll be a fun game to watch. Probably a high scoring game. I expect both teams to be able to move the ball in that game. So that Thanksgiving game should be a lot of fun. Chiefs, a lot of faults, not pretty, but got it done against a team that was 8-2. Shut down Jonathan Taylor, like you talked about. Were great against the run all game.
Yes.
So,
and
credit to that.
And one of those runs was 56 yards, and one of those was a 27-yard run. So it was just like, I mean, they pretty much, and Daniel Jones completed only 3 of 9 passes for 17 yards after the third quarter. He was lucky a lot of those weren't picked, honestly.
Totally. Oh, there was one play where it was 2 Chiefs that should have picked it off, but they ran into each other, and I'm losing my mind. Yeah, no, the Chiefs dominated this game, even when they offensively, it wasn't pretty. Defensively in the second half, it was, especially the fourth quarter and overtime, it was phenomenal. Phenomenal football. So we'll see what happens moving forward. They did just sign Dameon Pierce as a running back. Dameon. He was waived. Waived by the Texans.
Is that gonna be good enough, Scotty, for you?
Chris, I'm not getting hyped about this, but legitimately, Kareem Hunt had a 18-yard run in this game, and I thought it was 100 yards.
It might as well
I was like, and then Tony Romo comes in and is like, that's the third run of more than 15 yards on the season for the Chiefs.
I mean,
like they have no ability to run the ball and like have a game-breaking play. There's just zero burst from the running backs. Pacheco's been out for the last few weeks. He should be either Thursday or the following Sunday. He practiced this week, but they didn't play him. And then Dameon Pierce, we'll see. I'm not like hyped about Dameon Pierce, but also when I hear someone tell me after 11 games we have 3 runs of 15 or more yards,
not good.
That's a problem. So I'm hyped about anybody that's new. Like anybody that could get us, I don't know, 20 yards from on occasion. Because literally, I was so hyped after Kareem Hunt's 18-yard run. I was like, I can't believe it. And then we're like, that was 18 yards. I'm like, I swear that was 50. I swear it was 50. It felt like 50. That's how bad our run game is. Like Kareem Hunt is very good at short yardage. I'll give him credit on that. But like when we run the ball, we're never getting 15 yards, obviously. As a case in point, 11 games, 3 carries of 15 or more. That's insane. And everyone's like, the Chiefs finally ran the ball today, which they did. They had 30, I think they had 30 carries. But that's just because they had the ball the whole time. Mahomes had like 45 pass attempts. They had the ball the whole game. That's why they had all these plays for both sides. So I'm not expecting big things from Dameon Pierce, but like you never know. You add a new guy to the mix and see what happens. So we'll see. And I heard from your boy Mike Kliss, Chris, that the Broncos were pursuing Dameon Pierce as well.
Well, the Broncos, Broncos,
they have running back problems.
Issues with running back,
J.K. Dobbins out.
Yeah, so. Dobbins, and then I think they're trying to figure something out. Damian stealing it's true, I guess, right? Damian stealing the Texans playbook. He's trying to he's trying to little insiders info, right? Trying to get a little leg up.
And real quick, another comment in the game today that seemed unnecessary. Tony Romo pointed out that the Chiefs took Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the same draft as Jonathan Taylor when Jonathan Taylor was still available. And I'm like, why do we have to bring that up? We don't have to bring that up. It's unnecessary.
Just leave that alone.
I am aware of it. Don't talk about it. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire played today, and he's awful. He's awful. He's so bad.
Tony Romo opening old wounds. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
he's
unnecessary. Unnecessary.
Scotty's forgot what it looks like to see explosive plays for his own team. I mean, yeah, you don't really see those as frequently as you used to. I mean, you had a couple big plays with Rashi today, like a couple big throws downfield.
Rashi had a huge second half in overtime. I mean, he ended up with like a buck. I think he had 9 yards receiving at halftime, and he ended up with 141. So he had some big plays. And there were flashes of old Mahomes, which was like you extend the play, you find a guy, you throw a dot, but like there were other flashes where I'm like, I don't know who this guy is. And as I talked about earlier on, the amount of fucking shallow crosses we do against man-to-man is stupid. We do it every fucking play against man-to-man. We're like, all right, it's man. Go ahead and just run a shallow crosser. And it's like, I don't know. Maybe the defense knows what you're doing. Maybe fake the shallow cross and break out to the outside. The whole fucking second half, Romo was like, throw it outside the numbers. Throw it outside the numbers. And then the Chiefs were like, no, we're good. We're good. We don't need to do that. And I'm complaining about a game where Mahomes threw for 350, which is obviously a lot of yards. But at times it was very frustrating.
By the way, the odds for the Chiefs to make the playoffs are minus 245 right now. So still really good chance if they continue to keep rolling. They still got some tough games ahead, but they can get through a couple of those tough games. I feel like they can get in a rhythm. They're going to be a dangerous team. By the way, third best odds to win the Super Bowl. Colts, the team that they beat today, are 2 spots behind them even. So yeah, the Chiefs.
I mean, I'll take those odds. Chargers are now winning. Yeah, the Chargers, obviously that offensive line, unfortunately, due to injuries, is a dumpster fire. So I don't know what the Chargers are going to look like moving forward, but I'll have to cheer for the Broncos against the Chargers, which feels weird. I never cheer for the Broncos.
You
hate them.
Well, you can come over to our side of the fence. Come over. Welcome. Welcome to the party. I'll take it.
No.
Chiefs, Bills, Jags, or wild cards, says Flaming.
And interestingly enough, if the Chiefs and Bills make it as wild cards, and then the Ravens win, let's say they win the AFC North, those 3 will still be the odds-on favorites to win the AFC.
I mean,
they will be.
Yeah. Ricardo.
I mean, we already see. We don't know if the Chiefs are making the playoffs, and they're still the favorite to win the Super Bowl as far as AFC teams.
I mean, their odds to not make the playoffs is plus 190, plus 194.
Yeah, less.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went the other direction.
Plus 194 to miss the playoffs.
And they very well could. They very well could miss the playoffs still. It's not anywhere close to a foregone conclusion. I think the odds are there right now because of historical, and also I believe, and Kelsey said this on his podcast this week with his brother, I think this Chiefs team is better than the Chiefs team of last year, but they're losing the close games they always won last year. So I don't know, but they finally got a win in a close game. Maybe that rides momentum. Big game on Thursday. Let's go. I better have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the Cowboys lose, but I do want to see the Cowboys lose.
By the way, Ricardo, Chargers got the bye week. We're first time chatter. Ricardo, welcome in. Who's your team and where you're from? Like to get to know you a little bit. Welcome in. That's what I'm saying. Just got to make the dance. P3, Thank you for the biddies. Told y'all Chip Kelly was going to get fired. Random Laker player of the stream, Mark Gasol.
I do not remember Marc Gasol on the Lakers, so that's interesting. I remember his brother.
Yeah,
quite a bit, but I didn't know Marc Gasol even played for the Lakers. So thanks, P3.
Always a nice reminder. Ricardo, Rams 34-7 win. We were watching that game earlier for like a brief minute, but we got to our
an utter domination by the Rams. So good for the Rams. Bucs have issues, a lot of issues.
Yeah,
moving forward, and starting with their quarterback who hurt himself. He hurt his left arm throwing with his right arm,
which is awkward. It's kind of weird. I don't know how that happens, but I left a mark on the stream, says P3. There you go. Thank you, P3, for the 5 bits. Let's get to the next game here. And
this one I wanted the Cardinals bad.
Oh my
the Cardinals bad in this
I
one.
mean, we loved Cardinals 2.5. And 2.5, it was floating there for the longest time. This was back and forth down the stretch. This went into overtime. Jacksonville ended up getting the win in this one, 27-24 against the Arizona Cardinals in overtime. Jags survive a 4 turnover day from Trevor Lawrence. Like, I mean, the fact there was 4 turnovers. I mean, there was, and Buda Baker was like, just all over the place in this one. Trevor Lawrence threw 3 interceptions, a fumble for a Cardinals touchdown. Jags generated just 18 first downs and went 3 of 11 on third downs in the game. So, like,
how do you win a game like that?
I don't.
It's shocking.
It's shocking. And then I go back to the Cardinals' losses. Going back to the loss that knocked a lot of people in their survivor leagues that were like, the Cardinals need to be.
Don't bring that up again.
I'm like, the Cardinals find ways to lose games in the most insane ways, Scotty. And this, like, I mean, they had their chances, and yet it's crazy. This was Lawrence's first career win in a game with 3 or more giveaways.
Yeah, I thought this was a good situation to take the Cardinals, and it was.
We were on the right side with this game.
They blew it. Cardinals go to 3-8 now. Like, Brissett threw for 317, but it didn't matter. And they were close to field goal range in overtime, so it went to OT. And I would question even the Cardinals. They, instead of calling their last time out, they went up and spiked the ball when they were at like the 10 or so yard line late in the fourth quarter. And like, if you call your timeout, like, I don't know what they were saving it for, but like, you call a timeout there, you have, or no, they didn't have a time. Hold on, they didn't have a timeout, but they didn't spike it. They tried to call a play or something. I forget. What
they had
did.
About 18.
But I thought it was stupid. I thought it was a stupid play, and they got down to the 10, and then they just didn't run another play. They just kicked the field goal with like 6 seconds to go.
And even after that spike delay, whatever it was, the Cardinals still had conservatively 18 to 20 seconds to spike the ball. That would have allowed them to have time to huddle and potentially rip off 2 plays before settling for a field goal.
Why not spike it there? Because you're not going to have enough time. Like, it doesn't, the downs don't matter. You're not like, I need all the downs, so I don't want to spike it. Go up, spike the ball, and have a chance to win the game from the 10-yard line by throwing a pass into the end zone. But they didn't do that. And so it went to overtime, and I believe they got across midfield in overtime. Jags started with the ball, kicked a field goal. And the Cardinals were like, had a 4th and 4 or something. I'm making this up as I go. I just remember watching it with my son because I really wanted the Cardinals to win this game. Not only because we had the bet, but also the Jags losing would be good for the Chiefs. And let me see what they had. They had a 3rd and 4, followed by a 4th and 4 at the Jags 42.
Spread your disease to
One more first down. Like, I would have taken a tie, honestly.
Thank you, Evil, for the 100 bits, as always.
Jags escape with another win. I don't think. If the Chiefs miss the playoffs, that Jags loss on Monday night will forever haunt me because we were so much better that night than the Jags were, and we lost that game even still. And that happens at times, but that will be the game that haunts me if we miss the playoffs. Jags get to 7-4. What do they have coming up? Hopefully they have a ridiculously hard schedule.
I just don't believe the Jags are like the Jags.
Oh no, they have the Titans next week. Fun. Titans, Colts, Jets, Broncos, Colts, Titans. They still play the Titans twice. Like, what the
If only Chris Jones made an effort to tackle. Any NBA talk today or just all NFL? Well, all NFL tonight, black market. But We'll get to some.
We went to an NBA game last night, and it was no good.
Yeah, Nuggets lost last night. But we'll get to some NBA talk on Wednesday. By the way, if you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are live every Wednesday and Sunday at the moment. We are always talking some NFL, breaking down each week. Best bets. We're breaking down like the Sunday Night Football and all the games from the week every single Sunday, and previewing everything else for the next week on Wednesday. So make sure you tune in and hit that follow button so you know when we go live. We're gonna get the TikTok stream up soon. Hopefully, we'll get that. We got to start. They got requirements, I guess. So we got to get that going. But that's gonna be coming up here soon as well.
Jags feel to me like a team that could lose every week or win every week. Like it's gonna be tight every week, regardless of who Jacksonville's playing, and we'll see what happens. But they're 7-4, and now, playoffs started today, they're in. So,
yeah. By the way, on the screen here, one of my favorite plays from this game was when Big Boy caught it one-handed. By the way, skillfully. Oh. Interception here by Trevor Lawrence pops up one-handed, and like that. They
called it a fumble. That was his fumble. He had 2 other interceptions. They called that a fumble. I guess he got hit. He got hit before his arm was going forward. They called it a fumble, but either way,
yeah. Jags will be 6 or 7 seed, but they were trash and not worthy of the playoffs. Agreed. I don't know how they're ripping off. Like I said, the Cardinals find ways.
They're not a very good football team.
They find disastrous ways to lose games. Disastrous.
3-8. I mean, the Jags were 2.5-point favorites against a 3-7 team on the road today. I think that speaks volumes of what people value the Jags are, and they're not that good, but they're winning football games.
Somehow,
matters.
7-4 on the season. The Cardinals dropped to 3-8. All right, so that was one of our overtime games. We had a few overtime games, by the way. This was not one of them. This was the Packers and Vikings. I didn't really watch too much of this game because
I didn't see any of this game outside of just JJ McCarthy sucking.
JJ McCarthy just. The Vikings offense cratered in this game. It was so bad. So bad. It's the hesitation, man. JJ, he's slow to pull the trigger. He hesitates a ton. He was not good in this game. He threw 2 second half interceptions, one deflected, he sailed it. Minnesota went 3 and out on 3 straight possessions. Vikings ended their offensive day with consecutive McCarthy picks. He finished the game with a grand total of 4 net yards in the second half.
He had 87 yards passing.
4 net yards in the second half. It doesn't get much worse than that. I mean, it was rough. The Packers didn't really need to do too much because we've been kind of figuring out what the Packers are because they're kind of up and down.
I still think the Packers should be better than even what they played today. They dominated today, but anyone would dominate that garbage offense. They're 7-3-1, and I'm like, why aren't the Packers better?
Yeah.
They should be better than they are, but they're not playing that way. So,
yeah,
we'll see. The run game, even without Josh Jacobs, was decent today.
Emmanuel Wilson,
ran the ball a lot. Emmanuel Wilson got a couple touchdowns.
First 100-yard rushing game by a Packer since Josh Jacobs in Week 12, 2024.
Wow, that's surprising. And Jordan Love threw for $139, but also didn't have to do a ton. JJ McCarthy did it all for them. So Packers,
JJ's the shit.
It'll be interesting because I think the Packers, talent-wise, on paper, should be right up there as one of the favorites in the league to win it all. And every week I leave, even in this game, they won 23-6, and I leave wanting more. I want more. I want you to be better.
Be better. Let's see. Craziest stat of the day. I saw this post earlier. Quarterback JJ McCarthy would have had a higher pass rating if he would have just spiked the ball I feel like I see that all the time. Like if he would have just spiked the ball on every play or something like that, his rating was 34.2. And I don't know how they do the ratings or whatever. Rating if he spiked the ball in every play would be 39.6. Is that real? Is that
I can't imagine why you get a rating for spiking the ball.
like
So
I don't understand it. I mean, here's this like stat here. I don't know.
Like, I guess you don't get minus points like throwing a pick or whatever, but also I don't do QB rating. That QB rating is garbage. I actually think QBR is actually much more reliable than QB rating is. It's not perfect. There's nothing that's going to be perfect, but the QB rating thing is broken. But either way, he was awful. I mean, you're wasting Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison so much right now. And you had Sam Darnold. You could have just re-signed him for a cheap contract and been what you were last year, which you won a ton of football games. Again, I'm not ready to completely sell on JJ McCarthy, but right now he's playing really bad football.
Playing like ass is what he's playing. Let's see. Spike is an incomplete pass. Yeah, and I think people were saying that. Yeah.
10 Cats. Are you more surprised that the Vikings are 4-7 or the Bears are 8-3?
8-3. I think I would be. I knew the Vikings
that's
weren't
more surprising.
Yeah, we knew the Vikings were going to struggle a little bit here and there. And this seems like maybe it's a little light on what maybe we thought. We thought maybe they'd be a little bit better, but like the Bears at 8-3 is kind of like we wanted them to be that last year, and they weren't. And we were like, yep, they're going to be ass again. They're going to be, they're just not there. And here they are, 8-3. I'm like, wow, okay.
Flaming hot. We'll get into the Bears in their recap, but he's like, Bears are frauds. Caleb is still errant. And I don't fully disagree with that, but they're winning again. They're winning football games. So
Ricardo, thanks for all the schedule. He's keeping you guys informed, keeping you guys on your toes, making sure you know where to watch all the games. Thank you, Ricardo.
I mean, that's the best, at least first two game lineup on Thanksgiving we've had in a while.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. How much?
I mean, for years, obviously the Lions were bad. Then they got good, but then they still played like a bad team. And I feel like then the Cowboys are playing like the Giants a lot or something, or Washington on Thanksgiving. This is the best lineup we've seen in a while on Thanksgiving. So I'm going to turn the TV on, and I may not eat, actually. I get nervous so when my team is playing. So I might not eat when we're together on Thanksgiving, Chris.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll eat plenty for you, though. It's all right. We'll figure that out. Patriots and Bengals. So we talked about this game on our Wednesday show, and this was one of those games where someone in the chat, or was it Rec maybe? No, it was someone in the chat where they were like, Patriots is the side. And I'm like, nope. If anything, I would say I would lean towards the Bengals. They were getting 7.5 in this game, and I was like, I feel that that's the side. If I was going to take a side, it would be Bengals plus 7.5. And the Bengals were competitive in this game. I mean, there was a bumpy afternoon for the Patriots.
And they were up at going into the fourth, 20-13.
Yeah, and it was just
no, that's bad math. They were up. No, they were never. No, they were up early, but no, I was looking at the wrong side. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, going into halftime, New England only had a 17-13 lead, and it was still, I mean, after it was pretty close. Then
both teams had a defensive touchdown in the first half.
Correct.
2 pick sixes, one by each team.
Correct. So, and then the Bengals pick 6, you felt like, all right, like maybe this, like, all right, maybe we could get a little bit of momentum here with the Cincinnati side. But yeah, in the end, New England Patriots end up winning this game They improved to 10-2, best team in football as of right now. Cincinnati drops to 3-8, and I mean
best record in football.
or best record in football, I should say. Correct.
Yeah.
But Bengals waste another improved defensive performance. They played pretty well defensively by and large today, as opposed to like in comparison to some of the other games that they've played. Patriots become the first team to reach double-digit wins in 2025. This is the Patriots' 20th season since 2000 with 10-plus wins, most of the NFL over that span, and 4 more such seasons than the next team, which was the Packers with 16. But the red zone offense was not really great for New England. I mean, Patriots spent 9 plays trying to find the end zone from inside the Cincinnati's 11-yard line, so that was kind of a struggle for them. 6 of those snaps came from Cincinnati's 1-yard line, by the way, yet none of those found the end zone. I mean, there was a touchdown pass to Hunter Henry that was wiped out by an offensive pass interference penalty, a sequence that felt like it lasted like 30 minutes. Like it was like I was watching that sequence and I was like, they're still on this drive? It's crazy. So I don't know. I'm still kind of skeptical on the Patriots. Drake May's good.
I don't think it's fair to say it's even skeptical. They're 10-2, but they're not a great football team. They're a good football team. They're not a great football team. I think that's obvious. I don't know why they've played a very soft schedule. Outside of the win against the Bills, and like who have they beat? They beat, let me roll through this. The Dolphins, the Panthers,
Okay.
Bills, Saints, Titans, Browns, Falcons, Bucs, Jets, and Bengals. Like, it's insane how soft that schedule is.
And they lost to Pittsburgh and Vegas.
They lost to Pittsburgh and Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is the worst on that one.
The 2 losses are the teams that aren't that good at all, especially the Raiders. But the Steelers aren't that good either. So, like, and that was early on in the year. They've rolled off a bunch of wins. I'm not trying to discredit it. They've made huge strides, and they're going to be a threat moving forward. But this roster is not that good. This team is not. I don't know. They're not that good. They're not that good. I'll just say it.
Bills is a good win, but then you see these head scratching games by the.
Win.
I mean,
it is a good one.
Even though they do have
the Bills. The Bills like flop against the Dolphins, and you're like, "What Bills are we getting?" Or they flop against the Texans.
The Texans, yeah. I mean, so
the Bills have been inconsistent. So while it was a good win at Buffalo, they play them again. So we'll see what happens there.
They had last week they had a couple measuring stick games left, and I think Bills was one of them.
They play the Ravens
and the Ravens,
as well.
Which the Ravens,
And then they have the Giants, Jets, and Dolphins.
I mean,
Chris, like
they most likely, it's not all the realm of possibility that they're the number 1 seed in the AFC. With the, I mean,
it's very likely.
It's
they have a better chance than anyone else.
Yeah,
at being the 1 seed in the AFC.
And I don't think a lot of people would take them to win.
No,
their
whoever wins the 1 seed in the AFC. Because right now it feels like it's the Patriots or Broncos, Chris. No one's taking them.
I think the Patriots are going to get locked that up. I think the Patriots will finish with it. I just have a feeling.
I don't know the tiebreakers between right now. They're 10-2. Broncos are 9-2. I don't know the tiebreaker situation, but we'll see what happens. I mean, Broncos don't have exactly. I mean, they have an interesting slate: Commanders, Raiders. So like they should win the next 2 weeks. But then they have Packers, Jags, and Chiefs. So like those last 3 will be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think
or Packers, Jags, Chiefs, and Chargers, I should say. So last 4 should be interesting.
And those division matchups are always interesting too. So yeah, I mean, from a pure schedule standpoint, New England should walk away with the number 1 seed in the AFC. Pat's got playmakers at every level. Pat,
do they? Who's their wide receiver? That's like Stephon Diggs. at 40.
I mean,
Is it Hunter Henry? Like, what are their playmakers? Travion
Henderson.
Coming on. He's coming on. I'll give him credit. And Drake May's play great. Like, and that defense is playing well, but it's against bad teams. I gotta see way more before I believe in the Patriots.
Rager, what's up, Rager? Bills is a good win. Yeah, Bills is a good win. What's up, Rager? How we doing? By the way, guys, if you're here hanging out with us, hit that follow button. If you're new to the channel, love to have you here as a part of the community. Diggs is still a dog. Yeah, when he's engaged, he can be. I don't know if
Diggs
it's consistently enough.
I would not rank Diggs as a great number one option at this point in his career. And maybe I'm missing on what his stats are this year, but I don't think they're like crazy.
Yeah. Well, Patriots are in the driver's seat, 10-2, and they have a path. They have a path. I was looking at the odds too. I think I think I said they were in.
Diggs is averaging 59 yards per game, which puts him, not bad, but not great at all.
And again, the New England Patriots have the 10th best odds to win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
10th best. With a 10-2 record. So that just we're not the only ones.
People know.
We're not the only ones. We're not
outside
haters
of that
here.
Guy that runs Barstool. He thinks they're like the best in the league. But
anyone from Boston. Anyone from Boston, you know? So, it is what it is.
I'm not saying they're not good. They feel very Broncos-ish to me. I feel like they're very similar teams.
But I would
like in different ways, but like the level of the team feels similar.
Yeah.
Which is good, but not great. But then no one's great in the AFC, so.
And even still, I wouldn't hate an opportunity for the Broncos to play against the Patriots.
Oh, you would welcome that.
I mean, I wouldn't hate that at all.
You would rather play the Patriots than the Chiefs for sure.
Oh,
you know that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. But anyways, Chiefs have a better odds to win the Super Bowl than the AFC West. The team currently playoffs who has the hardest.
Just take off the West.
Strength of schedule.
Than anybody in the AFC.
Currently, the Rams.
The Bills are still there.
Yeah, I think the Rams. I mean, yeah, the Rams, man. The Rams are the best team in football right now. Let's get to the next one though. The Lions and the Giants. Ooh-wee. This game was all over the place too. It felt like the Lions just. It was a struggle for the Lions in this game.
Escape with the win in this one.
I mean, I was watching this game. I was like, do the Lions want to win this game? Jared Goff looked like he got carried over from last game, sacked 3 times, several drops, nearly doomed the Detroit Lions because they just kept getting drop after drop. Jahmyr Gibbs was like, I can't let this team lose. So he threw out a crazy game. He had 69 yard run to the house, too long
in overtime.
Yeah. Which he had another 45 yards and a score and 11 catches. Like he was all over the place. 264 of the Lions, 494 yards, and three of their 4 touchdowns. Like he was just a monster. But like Jameis Winston, then you had Jameis Winston, the quarterback and receiver. He had a good game across the board where he was just like doing a little bit of everything. One of the favorite plays of the week was Jameis Winston. I'll pull it up here in a second.
Season.
The season.
The Lions never led until overtime in this game.
Yeah.
And it took a 59-yard field goal to even get it to overtime at the end of the game. So like, not that 59's not makeable, it is, but like that's, I don't know, 59, what is that percentage wise? Like close to 50-50, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Whether you're going to make that or not. Bates made it, and then they got that touchdown from Gibbs on a 69-yard run in overtime. And this was a huge win for the Lions. They lose this game, they're in a world of hurt because they have Packers, Cowboys, Rams the next 3 weeks. So it's going to be tough sledding, even at 7-4. They kind of feel Bills-ish to me this year, like where like something isn't clicking with them, and they're not on the level they were the last couple of years for whatever reason. Doesn't mean if they make the playoffs, they can't make a run and do something dangerous, but they're not playing to the level they have the last couple of years for sure in Detroit.
Yeah, it seems.
I mean, this was a home game. You got to take care of business, you know?
And I brought all the stats. Like I told you all the stats of like what like this should have been a dominating performance by the Detroit Lions. I mean, I laid out everything for you. I was like, I mean, they're what, 22-8 against the spread after a loss, 8-0 straight up. When the spread is more than 4 after a straight up loss, like, I mean, Goff indoors after a loss, 24-7 against the spread in a bounce back game at home, indoors, controlled environment, like all of it. This should have been Detroit running away with this game, and they just couldn't. And it was just really perplexing.
Not even close. They barely got a dub.
And those are the kind of things that stand out as, I think that's a red flag. I think that's a really big red flag that like this isn't the team that's doing what they normally do. And why is that?
Keep in mind they've had a lot of coordinator turnover because everyone wants their coordinators after the success they've had. And I feel like that's probably a part of it. But something's not clicking in Detroit right now.
Kyle, first time. Ken,
they're 7-4, so they can figure it out, but they got to figure it out soon.
Kaioken style, welcome in. First time chatter. This Giants loss was not a surprise, though. Jameis Winston airing 2 bombs to Wandale was the highlight. I mean, I would say this is the highlight. I mean, the highlight
is Jameis.
Jameis.
Maybe line up like when Jackson Dart's healthy next year. Maybe put Jameis out wide.
just
line him up outside.
He was.
See what happens.
He was doing his best. Like Calvin Johnson impression here, just throwing dudes. He was. Jameer was the best player on the field, maybe in the league, and that win was on his back.
Gibbs is right there. Is like, I mean, that draft with Bijan and Gibbs couldn't go wrong with either.
No,
and both are clearly very dynamic at the running back spot. So I would probably rank them top 2 running backs in the league if I could just pick a guy off a team.
Jameis is Lorge.
Is it weird that he looks thinner? I don't know if it's just the uniform with the Giants or he lost weight, but he looks skinnier actually.
I mean, this happens every year. Everyone always like counts out Jameis, and they're just like, you know what? Like, he's our backup. You know, we're never gonna try. It's not a good plan to go to Jameis until you need to, and then he does shit like this, and you're like, man, why do we always sleep on Jameis?
Jameis has never had a great defense. You give Jameis on a team with a decent offense and a good defense, and let's see what happens. Maybe people argue Tampa, he had that a little bit. He did leave, and then Tom came in and won a Super Bowl, but you know, they were playing at a different level then. Is Jameis an idiot at times? Yeah, he's the only quarterback that's ever gone 30 and 30, right? I believe.
Yeah, I mean,
I know he did it. I don't know if anyone else has 30 touchdowns and 30 picks in a season, but he's at least fun to watch. I mean, he's worlds better than Russell Wilson. The fact that the Giants started Russell Wilson over Jameis Winston to start the season should be investigated.
It should be like what's going on?
It's my quarterback.
That's malpractice right there.
I mean, Jameis Winston completed 10 passes of 20+ yards today. One of which was Wandale Robinson, 39-yard touchdown. Like, he was every time I looked up throwing bombs downfield, and I was like, man, like it's so exciting to see that. I mean, it's always like you're on the edge of your seat because you never know when it's going to be a pick six or something. But yeah, he was
Sargent makes a good point. 2020 vision following a 30-30 season is legendary. Yeah, he got like LASIK after that season. He's like, I can finally see. I'm like, well, that maybe that should have been something we discussed prior to the season.
Who knew?
How's your vision? Can you see? Do you see colors? Do you see colors, Jameis?
You can the fact that he was just throwing the ball downfield without being able to see is wild, and he was still good in some of those games. It's because Jameis tends to do a lot of good and then immediately tarnishes that momentum with interceptions. Yeah, he's the ultimate magic or tragic, you know?
Yeah, that game against the Broncos last year, that was like a Monday night game where he threw for like 500, but then he threw like 2 late interceptions that cost him the game, like a pick six and then another awful pick, and you're like, well, that's the Jameis. That's the Jameis we know. It's a lot of it's good with a lot of also what the fuck are you doing? But man, is he not the happiest guy ever? He's the best.
I'm not gonna lie,
best personality in the league.
He will make your locker room a happy one, and he will make your social media for your team a happy one. So Jahmyr Gibbs, by the way, I'll just finish up with this one on this team or this game. Jahmyr Gibbs' 44th career touchdown surpasses Hall of Famer Jim Brown, who had 42. Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith, 43, tied Hall of Famer Randy Moss, 44, for the second most touchdowns of any player prior to their 24th birthday. He trails only Barry Sanders, who had 47. So I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of good names that I just rattled off, and Jahmyr Gibbs he's joining some elite company.
Yep, yeah, he's great, and he's carrying them offensively right now.
Yeah,
so or at least he did today.
Well, They don't win this game without him, so shout out. All right, Jets and Ravens. Another game that
Ricardo 2026 NFL draft begins April of 2026.
Ricardo ahead of the game.
I was when the Chiefs were down 11 today. I was like, let's start. Who can we get in the draft?
Let's project this out a little bit. Jets, Ravens. Ravens end up winning this game 23-10. It was a struggle for the Ravens. We were talking about this a little bit when we were watching the Sunday Night Football game. You see this score, and if you didn't watch this game, you're like, oh, easy win for Baltimore. Not so fast. Like the Ravens finally woke up in a second half, and they got an ugly win. Derrick Henry was not effective, really, even though he, was able to get into the end zone. The offense just looked brutal for the Ravens. The Jets with Tyrod Taylor made this competitive. Like, mistakes ended up like really putting the Jets in a bad spot at a point in this game. But this game, it wasn't a pretty game across the board. I didn't love watching it. Lamar Jackson struggled through the air. I couldn't get anything going. Offensively, they just looked bad. I think it was 13 of 23 for 153 yards. And I mean, it wasn't good. So Ravens ended up getting the win, though. They've won a handful of games straight. They're 6-5. Jets dropped to 2-9.
Yeah, I agree. Ravens against a bad Jets team, 4.2 yards per play in this game. Lamar coming back has not fixed that off. In fact, they looked way better early on in the season offensively than they did in this one. 241 yards of offense in this game. They actually got outgained by the Jets in this one, but turnovers for the Jets kind of ruined it. 2-0 turnover differential sealed the deal for the 2-9 Jets, who were bad. The Ravens have won 5 straight, and I'm so unimpressed with that streak. Not a lot of. I mean, they beat the Jets, Browns, Vikings, Dolphins, and Bears. They did beat the Bears, but like that, and some of that was with before. I mean, the Bears win was before Lamar came back. Lamar's come back, and everyone's like, all right, now they'll get cooking. Credit to them, their defenses look better. Again, they've played bad teams. But the offense with Lamar is not in sync at all right now. And it's a question of like, is he fully healthy? What's going on there? And he was kind of asked that in his post-game presser, and he kind of had a weird answer, like, I'm out there. He kind of was just like, well, I'm playing. So I don't think he's fully healthy. I don't think he'll be healthy all year. And I don't, even if this team wins the AFC North and makes the playoffs, they're not a threat like they've been in prior years. And I just don't trust this team at all right now.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
Yeah. There's something we've kind of been saying this about teams, like the most recent teams that we feel have been kind of just underwhelming, that have been really good in years prior, like last year before, like the Bills, the Ravens. The Chiefs are the only team that's kind of turning that around a little bit right now. And so, I
think you're just being nice.
You know,
just include the Chiefs there.
I mean, the Chiefs haven't looked. I mean, if you're looking at what they've accomplished going back, but still, the Chiefs have a really good roster. It's just they can't put it together. Like the teams that you're used to seeing are just not looking the part. And so Ravens, they don't even feel. No one really feels dominating at any level. Kyron style, my team. Oh, go ahead.
Cuban has a good point. If Jets stay with Tyrod, they'll have their franchise QB next season. He has that power. That's true.
Yeah.
Anywhere Tyrod is, they find a new quarterback, and that dude's, you know, whether it's Herbert or Josh Allen or whoever, they find their guy.
They always do. Tyrod.
Outside of I think Tyrod was with the Browns, so that's TBD on that one. But
at least they're number one in the division. Also, my team is the Browns, and the Sanders really showed himself to be promising after seeing what he did. I mean, you can't go back, so you're on the Sanders train from here on out.
Let's see what Shador has.
I mean, why not, right? I mean, if he's got time to throw, I think he could be a very good quarterback. Just stop
he
running
needs
around.
A very good offensive line in front of him.
Yeah, agreed. But he's got all the arm you need.
He can make the throws. He's just his like progression is slow, and then he does like weird things where he tries to make a play, and it turns out he's not fast like his dad, and he gets sacked for like a 20-yard loss for no reason. That's my biggest issue with Shador.
Yeah, but I mean, you like what you see, right? I mean, we talked about that when we broke down the Cleveland Browns game.
I'll be rooting for him.
Yeah,
I want him to do well.
Yeah, it's how it took playing bad Raiders team, and and he that dude. You know, I mean,
hey McDuggets, let a Browns fan be excited.
They don't have much, you know. You just gotta give it to them. Just
let them be excited about a W with a new quarterback. All right,
relax. Just let him have it. Shador made some plays. Can't deny that. I mean, yeah,
he did.
He did. His arm, he can sling it, and he can be accurate downfield. I'll tell you that. Like, he can make plays.
He's a great deep ball thrower.
Yeah,
great deep ball thrower.
Absolutely.
And he's got all the arm strength. It's just a matter of like, don't make the minus plays.
But we do have some questions around the Ravens. Jets are the Jets. Yeah. Eagles and Cowboys. What a finish to the afternoon. I'll tell you that. I'm not gonna lie, Scotty. The Cowboys, watching them early in this game, I was like, man, the same old Cowboys making the same old mistakes in the big games, and it didn't look good. Philadelphia was leading this game for a majority of it. And it was 21-7 for the longest time. I felt like no matter what happened, like the Cowboys would somehow find a way to, push down the field if something crazy happens. It was a comedy of errors, early for the Cowboys. Like that's all it was. It was just the craziest thing. They kept shooting themselves in the foot, digging a 21-0 hole for themselves. and finding a way to get back in this game. CeeDee Lamb kept dropping balls. You got Eagles offense that went ice cold after their fast start. And like we had Dallas plus 3.5, and I was like, we're dead in the water before this game even started. And surely enough, I was like, the Eagles haven't really done much as this game went on. And I was like, you're telling me there's a chance. Like,
So you're telling me there's a chance.
and there was, and they
kept the door open. And like, I mean, the Cowboys made bad plays, like bad pick in the red zone from Dak. They get a muff punt and they don't do anything with it and end up turning it over on downs instead of taking the lead late. But Saquon with a fumble, like it was back and forth trying to hand this game over both ways.
Aubrey missed a kick too,
right.
like weird.
Aubrey missed a kick. The Eagles kicker missed a kick as well. So both teams missed a kick, but Aubrey missing a kick is very, very rare. Great resolve and a great comeback. CD, like we talked about earlier, was not good in this game. Couldn't catch the ball. I think someone in the chat said is Pickens wide receiver 1 in Dallas right now.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Now it'll be very interesting because he's a free agent. What happens there? I think Dallas will absolutely try and re-sign him, and I think he probably wants to stay in Dallas, but he also just wants to get paid. And then once he gets paid, what happens with him? Because he's a little bit of a head case. But Casey would love Pickens. I think every team would love Pickens' talent on the field. But what resolve from the Cowboys to come back in a game they were down 21-0, make some plays, get back in the game, and get a win in a game I felt good about the whole time.
Never a doubt.
Well, going into the game, I felt good. At 21-0, I was like, all right, well. Part of me was like, well, the Cowboys lost, but maybe now they'll just be like so unmotivated for Thursday. That'll help the Chiefs at least. But I was happy that the Cowboys won, no doubt. So that'll make the game on Thursday more interesting. Both teams are riding highs. Great win by the Cowboys. Eagles still have some issues offensively. There's no doubt about that. The defense isn't playing as well. They're not playing up to the standard they were last year either, but they'll still be in the mix. But any day that Sirianni gets pissed off and loses is a good day for me.
It's a good day. Tony Romo got passed up by Dak Prescott for the most passing yards in Dallas Cowboys franchise history. So shout out to Dak. He's been there a while. He's earned it. By the way, Eagles blew a 21-point lead to Dallas. The collapse tied the biggest blown lead ever by a defending Super Bowl champ, last matched by the 2003 Buccaneers. So, yeah, biggest blown lead by a Super Bowl champ.
Let's go. STG, they may franchise Pickens. And then Sargent asked, can a player refuse a franchise tag? No. Refusing would be holding out and not playing, but then you're not getting paid at all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your only option, to refuse a franchise tag. I don't think they'll franchise tag Pickens, but it's possible. I'd just be surprised.
The game has changed so much. We expect the kick under 60 to be made. Chairman's also like, I'm not a Cowboys fan, but wow, this game was enjoyable. It was a very enjoyable game.
That fucking face of that head coach of the Eagles. I could never cheer for that team based off of that dude's face.
You could be Le'Veon.
Even if they were like the Browns and awful, I would still always cheer for them to lose based off of his face.
You could be Le'Veon Bell. Sit out in season, wasting your prime, and then shit in the bed. CeeDee Lamb, as I said, upset me. He cost a lot of points.
Well,
imagine Pickens going to Philly next year.
He's not going to Philly.
I don't know about that.
They have enough money tied up with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. They can't pay Pickens, but.
And I didn't watch this game because I hate both teams. That's fair. Yeah. It'll be a fun one. Dallas and KC Thanksgiving. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Can't wait. AJ Brown felt like he was happy. He was catching a lot of balls today. He got a touchdown and he caught
some balls.
Did he? Yeah.
Joe Quills, AJ Brown could be gone after the season. For you not to have to pay him to be gone, you have to find someone to trade with. And I don't know if anybody's trading for AJ Brown at that price point.
Saquon selling hurt to watch. I mean, Saquon is a shell of him. Like, I don't know that, but they're not using him either. Like, he's had a rough compared to what he did last season.
Last year he was unstoppable. This year's been very different.
Yeah. Late response to the Raiders comment, but I know it would be taken away from us that we beat a poverty team. But Sanders still played really well when a guy like Max Crosby was on defense. No,
yeah,
and we're not taking away.
It was a good first start.
Yeah,
it was a good first start. And I get being excited about it. If you're a Browns fan, like, you need something to get excited about, and Shador is more exciting than your other Dylan Gabriel, in my opinion, by far. So,
and it's been rough
roll
there.
with him. Let's see what happens.
It's been rough there for quarterbacks. Like, it's been rough. So you'll take anything you can get. And again, we're all excited. I mean, Shador might be the one player that is going to be highlighted on a bad team, given the circumstances of where the Browns are. The Browns are going to get on TV, and they're going to be in social media, and they're going to be there's a lot of Browns exposure coming for a team that's not very good, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, especially if he's playing well.
Yep.
Didn't know Crosby played CB and safety.
He doesn't, but you
guys see Myles Garrett's reaction to that 50-yard bomb? I mean,
did not.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw his face reacting to it. Yeah, it was good.
Oh, when Shador threw a 50-yard bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah. I was thinking like they had one against them, and I was like, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he was excited. He's like, finally, we have a guy that like is a playmaker at times in the QB spot.
Let's get to the next game here. Steelers and Bears. The Bears.
What's up, Rec?
Hey, Rec. Where's Rec at? Where's Rec?
His internet's choppy.
Let's just say Rec is busy writing articles because the Pittsburgh Steelers lost this game. You look up and you see the Bears at 8-3. You're like, huh? Is that a mistake? Is that a typo? No, it's not. The Bears, they're 8-3. Believe it or not, the Bears are 8-3. Pittsburgh loses this game. They're 6-5. The Bears defense hung in for dear life. It felt like in this one they were trying to do everything they could. Mason Rudolph filling in for the injured Aaron Rodgers still. So I mean, he had the ball at the end of the game with a chance to tie or take the lead, but the Bears got a 4th down stop. So I mean, Bears. They were down their starting 3 linebackers and lost 2 more during the course of this game. Montez Sweat had a big game. He had 2 sacks. Rudolph couldn't really rally the Steelers into this win. And Williams did just enough. Caleb Williams did just enough. He missed some throws. But, I mean, Bears got the win in a close one.
Bears winning a lot of close ones right now. Starting out 0-2, winning 8 of 9. This game was, back and forth quite a bit. A lot of the game, Pittsburgh was ahead, and Chicago surged. Then they got up 10, and then took control of that game in the 4th quarter. But I didn't see a ton of this one because it was in the early slate when I was watching my Chiefs, to be honest, Chris. But Bears are winning close games, and credit them for that. They have 2 massive games ahead on the road at Philly and at Green Bay. Their next 2. So I think we'll learn more about them. I mean, they have a tough slate. They still got to go to San Fran. They still play Detroit, and they still have to play the Shador Sanders. So not an easy slate for them. But if you're a Bears fan, you got to be, regardless of what happens, at least you've seen strides. You've seen Caleb Williams make strides.
Yeah.
You're winning close games. You're a competitive team. At 8-3, are they an 8-3 team? Probably not, but like they're a solid team.
Finding ways to win.
Finding ways to win, which is the name of the game in the NFL this year. The teams that are winning close games are the ones at the top, shockingly. It's a weird thing, but not a ton of blowouts week to week. So, like, we got a lot of close games, and they're finding ways to win, whether it's, I think their last 4 weeks, they won by 5 against Cincy, 4 against the Giants, 2 against the Vikings, and 3 against the Steelers. But it's 4 dubs. So
whatever the Bears did in the offseason is paying off. They're having a great season. I mean, Caleb Williams led scoring drives in all 4 quarters, threw 3 touchdowns, overcame a couple fumbles, but he looked like he was, in a good rhythm. It's at points in this game where I was like, all right, well, he can get it done. By the way, Steelers linebacker TJ Watt, 115th career sack, passing his brother, JJ Watt, for the NFL's all-time list. So, in a losing effort.
Passed his brother for all-time sacks. So, we'll see if JJ comes out of retirement or not. But that one feels like it's over. I mean,
over 230 career sacks between brothers. That's pretty good. That's pretty.
Ironically, listen, TJ Watt's a great player. Peak JJ Watt and peak TJ Watt, it's not close to me. JJ Watt was definitely the better player.
JJ was a monster, man. JJ was so good.
Definitely the better player.
Decoy, I picked
coming up in the middle, a D tackle. He was so good for a 5-year stretch.
I picked the Steelers and they lose. I don't pick them and they win. I hate the Steelers. Welcome to my world. There's a reason why I have a chip.
Don't ever pick the Steelers.
Don't ever go near Steelers games. You never know.
Or just do the opposite of what you think.
JJ was like baby Ray Lewis.
Different positions. So.
Yeah, but either way, JJ was nasty.
He was a monster for those years when he was winning Defense Player of the Year. I think he won a couple, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He was incredible.
So you're looking at the Bears right now. The Bears currently leading the NFC North at week 12.
Which is wild.
They lead it. And that's a division with the Packers and the Lions.
Yeah.
To be leading that division right now, their differential is -3, which is kind of awkward.
That shows flaws, and they still play the Packers twice. And the Lions once. So.
Packers differential +61, Lions differential +83, Bears -3, and yet
8-3.
8-3 with a 4-game winning streak, leading the NFC North at week 12. Bruh. You'll take that if you're the Bears. Guru, what's up, Guru? Look who it is. Broncos beat the Chiefs. Let's go. You're a couple weeks late. Or a week late.
Well, you're a week late, Guru.
We needed you last week.
I'm focused on the Chiefs win today against the team you lost to.
We needed you last week, Guru. What's going on? Welcome back. It's good to have you. Bears are catching on late. Yeah, I'm curious to see how the Bears handle. I'm curious to see how the Bears handle the next couple weeks, though. I think it's going to be fascinating.
Yeah.
But
and they'll be in the mix. I think Caleb's playing pretty good. That offense is pretty decent. The defense is more opportunistic than anything. I don't think the defense is great, but we'll see. We'll see how they handle these next few weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing well, Guru. We're doing well, hanging tight. We're talking a lot of football. We got NBA, NHL. We got our Avs and Nuggets going crazy right now. Well, at least the Avs are. Nuggets going through.
Nuggets are fine. They're 12-4.
AG's out for
insane.
AG's out for 6 weeks. So go figure. It's gonna be a rough ride, but Seahawks and
to be honest, Caleb has to improve. Yeah. He has worlds of improvement he can make, but he's come a long way from last year. So,
and that's all you can ask, because there are quarterbacks that aren't taking strides. There are quarterbacks that aren't getting better. So you'll take that. Let's get to the Seahawks and the Titans. First of all, Jackson Smith and Jigba is insane. He's an absolute monster of a player. Jackson Smith and Jigba was all over this game. He broke the Seahawks single season receiving yards record, by the way, today in week 12.
They've played 11 games.
In week 12, he's already passed DK Metcalf's 1,300 yard mark, and he is still pacing at an insane level. Like,
I mean, today Darnold threw for 244. Jackson Smith, JSN had 167. That's like the whole offense, passing wise.
He became the third player in NFL history with 75 plus receiving yards in at least 11 consecutive games within a season in NFL history. Marvin Harrison Sr. and Cooper Kupp in 2021. SCG, he's going to cost us $40 million a year coming up. Like, he's not going to be cheap. But this game, I mean, Seahawks were in the driver's seat, and obviously this was one of our best bets. We had 13.5, and the Seahawks felt like this was...
They were up 20 early, 2 minutes into the third quarter.
Yeah, and Tennessee...
Or midway through the third, I should say. Or they were up 20 and then they got up 20 again. Tennessee with two scores.
Yeah.
It's not great.
I mean, since they fired their coach, I think the Titans have covered in 3 straight games. I mean, they're backdoor covers, but they're still competing late in these games. Cam Ward played well against a defense that's given, experienced quarterbacks trouble, and still finished 28-42, 256 with a touchdown, 37 rushing yards. But given the circumstances of him being a rookie and learning, and he had a couple kind of cool plays throughout the course of this game that kind of, all right, Cam Ward feel like he's coming around. His team isn't exactly great, but he's making some plays. So you like that. But otherwise,
what do you mean by not exactly great? The team's awful.
They're awful.
And I don't know what Cam Ward is yet. We'll see. But the team is awful. They did let his friend from Miami play today, Restrepo, or whatever his name is. He had 2 catches.
Yeah.
Really big impact. Sorry.
Want to hear a funny fact? Cam Ward outscored Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
That checks out.
I mean, yeah. That's kind of crazy.
Those guys had a low bar, but yeah, in this week he sure did.
Titans mathematically still alive. Meanwhile, the Giants are eliminated.
Are they? They're 1-10. Are they really still alive?
Giants are officially eliminated, but yeah, I don't see any Titans are. They're still. They don't have.
They're eliminated. I don't care whatever it says.
They're 1 and
lost 10. How can you? I mean, I get it, I guess, but no, I don't get it. There's no way the season could play out where a 7-10 team, if they won out, could make the playoffs
because of how bad the AFC is and how. Yes.
Well, but literally, you're playing teams that one of the teams has to win, right? I don't understand how they're not eliminated, but good for them. Good for them. They're in the hunt still.
I mean, yeah.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
There's still a chance. Can you imagine the Titans going on a run and in an AFC East or AFC South? I
mean, is it? I mean, they have an 8-3 and 7-4 team in the AFC South. I don't know how great those teams are, but
yeah,
Colts and Jags.
So yeah, Seahawks still, by the way, 8-3, looking good, bounce back. Every week is a bounce back when you play Tennessee. But there it is. Let's go ahead and let's review our picks for the week. And here we go. So the record on the week is 1-2-1. So we salvaged a little bit, Scotty, of this with the Dallas win. Dallas plus 3.5 lock. We knew that. I mean, even when they were down 21,
that was clear the whole way.
It was clear the whole way. We lost Seattle by a half point. And
No, they ended up winning by 6, but
yeah.
So a lot more than a half point.
Or yeah. I mean, yeah. So, see, I was thinking of the other. So yeah, we had the push on Arizona, which was a field goal, and then Las
Overtime
Vegas.
field goal.
Las Vegas got absolutely.
Las Vegas was never. I mean, they barely scored 3.5 points in the game, so that was a bad pick on our part.
It was a bad
that
one.
was the worst pick of the week. I feel like Seattle, if they just didn't take their foot off the gas, would have still covered. Arizona could have gone either way, and Dallas came back for us, which is nice. So could have easily been a 3-1 week, but instead of 1-2 in 1 week.
Yeah, which by the way, we're still 7-4-1 since we've been doing these best bets. So still rolling. I mean, 4-0 week next week throws us in another great spot here with the record. So we're gonna keep rolling with it. And there's some games. I mean, looking ahead, we have our Monday night game, which the Monday night game is Carolina, San Francisco. San Francisco -7.5.
I don't think we can bet that for next week.
No, we
Chris.
can't. We
This
can't.
week.
No,
Okay.
But we're just talking about just the game for tomorrow. San Francisco should win that game. They're -420. They should win this game. Carolina coming out to the West Coast for a Monday night late game.
I think Carolina hasn't had a lot of primetime games. I think they might get up for it. I would lean Carolina with the spread there.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of a big number there. And San Francisco still kind of dealing with some things injury wise.
And
but
they just didn't they just cut their boy Brandon Ayuk?
Brandon Ayuk, yeah, there's some drama going with that. Like, I mean, he gone.
Or if they haven't, they will cut
So
him, which
that's a weird
giving him
thing.
a contract like before last season, and now see ya.
Yeah, so some weird stuff for a team that's playing as well as they are. I mean, San Francisco 7-4, third place in that division, and yet they don't feel like a team that I guess is
They're
I don't
not
know.
as good as the Rams or Seahawks in that division.
Yeah.
They're just not. No.
Yeah, Rams 9-2, Seahawks 8-3 ahead of them.
I think
But
they played them the last 2 weeks and got beat up by both. So
yeah. So that'll be an interesting one tomorrow. But then again, we have our look aheads on some other games. The Detroit Lions for Thanksgiving, 3-point favorites at home against Green Bay. You got the Cowboys plus 3.5 underdogs against the Kansas City Chiefs at home. You got Baltimore 7.5-point favorites against Cincinnati. Ooh, look at this one. Philadelphia hosting the Bears. We just talked about the Bears. Philadelphia 7-point favorites at home. Let's see. Rams 9.5-point favorites against Carolina. Tampa 2.5-point favorites against Arizona.
at home,
At home.
that screams they don't. Baker's not playing.
That's
But even still, I like Arizona a little bit there.
I mean, you could teasing Arizona is a no-brainer on that one. Jacksonville 6.5-point favorites against Tennessee on the road. Miami.
Let's go Titans.
Let's go Titans. Miami
Remember the Titans.
5.5-point favorites against New Orleans at home. Miami's I forget they were on. Forget some of these teams when they're on bye week. You're like, man, I forget.
I forget Miami. Like if Miami and New Orleans just decided not to play, I'd be like, that's fine.
be like, okay, all right,
That's fine.
yeah,
I get it.
And then we got some other ones. San Francisco, Houston. See, Houston and Indy, 3.5-point favorite for Indianapolis at home. In that one, over under total 44.5. I think the under feels really good in that one. Buffalo Bills, 4.5-point favorites on the road at Pittsburgh.
That'll be an interesting game. It's an important game for both teams there.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Seattle, 9.5-point favorites against Minnesota. Chargers, 9.5-point favorites against Las Vegas. And then you got Denver, 6.5-point favorites on the road in Washington. Patriots, 7.5-point favorites against the New York Giants. Giants been frisky with
I like Jameis.
I like Jameis getting 7.5 against New England.
Yep.
I think that might be our best bet of the week. One of our best bets next week. Give me Jameis, especially if he's catching balls out of the side. You know, like throw him in the wide receiver spot. Why not? So there you go. There's some initial thoughts and lines for next week. So, guys, we will be live Wednesday coming up for the Thanksgiving special. We'll be doing all of the games, especially all those Thanksgiving games. Maybe we'll have some festivities here on the show. I don't know. Why not?
We'll do another Thanksgiving food draft where you take leftovers, one overall.
Maybe you'll come around to those. Maybe if I redo that, maybe I'll take them a little lower this time. Unless you, I mean,
just the worst pick in history.
Yeah, I mean, mistakes were made. Yeah. But it is what it is. I also, Scotty, I did volunteer us to deep fry turkey next year. It's going to happen.
What do you mean by us?
You and me.
I'm playing. I'll watch you do it from a distance. I don't trust you to not kill us.
I feel like all the videos out there that have people burn it, like, you got to be smart with it. You could always burn down your house. But people aren't smart and don't know how to do it, or they haven't YouTubed how to make a turkey not blow up when you deep fry it. I think we can get away with it. I think we're good. So next year,
who did you tell this to? The in-laws?
Everybody. I think everyone I know.
Terrific.
Yeah. So you're already volunteered, and I'll do the heavy lifting. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah,
I'll do a lot.
Watch.
I'll do a lot of the.
Take credit if it's good, and throw you under the bus if it's bad.
Yeah, we'll make sure that we'll be safe. We'll figure it out though, one way or another. That being said, we will see you for Thanksgiving, and so we will probably talk about all of the things we're thankful for, all the things that we're going to be whether it's sports. What are you thankful for? Start thinking about that question, chat. And I want sports related answers, and I want like regular related answers. But either way, we can't wait to have you back here. Rager, thank you for being back here as well. Be smoked. Hey, everybody who was in the chat, all the people who followed. Thank you, Evil, for the 100 bits. P3, Medusa, thank you for the gifted sub. Who else? STG, thank you for the 100 bits. Keep Close, thank you for the 34 months. Joe Quills, thank you for the raid or the bits. Same thing with Riley as well. Thank you for the bits. And thank you for the follow for Dolphin and Flaming Hot Butt Cheeks. We always get the best like Black Market Breast Milk, Flaming Hot Butt Cheeks. We get all of them.
I tried to make that my name, and then it was already taken, so I had to adjust.
Ricardo, first timer. Thank you, W Stream. All the W streams in the chat.
W streams.
Yeah, love it, love
Appreciate
it,
you guys. Hope you join us again Wednesday, and then Sunday. Moving forward through the NFL season, and then even after.
That's right. So we're gonna keep you guys locked in on everything coming up, but until then, we can't wait to see you on Wednesday. We're gonna be sending you over to John Reeves live. John Reeves, he's doing some more review videos, reaction request stream, all the good things. I think we were talking some sports in his channel, I think a little bit last time we rated him. So yeah, go give him some love, John Reeves. And then we will see you between now and Wednesday. Go be a good person. Go live in the moment. We don't do that enough. Put the phone down. Enjoy the people and things around you, especially on Thanksgiving week if we don't see you. Travel safe if we don't talk to you on Wednesday. And be a good person because that's always important too. Thank you, Medusa. Appreciate that. What else you got, Scotty?
No, just as always, appreciate you all. Hope you have a great week, Thanksgiving week. Hopefully you get time with your family and to sit back and enjoy some football on Thursday. But appreciate you all. Thanks for joining, even with a shitty Sunday night game that we had tonight. But it was still fun. Had a great time and appreciate you all. So have a good one. Deuces.
Later.